Hey everyone! Finally playing the game again. Oh my god. Um, but yeah, this was supposed to be scheduled an hour ago, but I ate dinner and I kind of forgot we were doing this. But that's okay. We're here now, and I just realized I haven't refreshed my stream labels in a very long time, and at least four more people has followed. So I just want to say thank you to CR Sako, I think is how you read that. Extreme Kills and Lilipad Kichi and she. Oh God, is that how you read? I'm sorry. I'm very confused on how to read your name still. I know at least I've been told once how to read that, but my brain is just in different directions and I can't really remember. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the follow though. Today we're starting with To the Moon, which is a game that has been in my Steam library for a very long time now. And as a little background, I have played at least like 2 minutes into the game before, but I stopped because I thought it was boring. I know it's blasphemy, right? I'm hoping that playing it on stream will change my mind because I really have high hopes for this game because I've heard so much good things about it. So let's get started once I get my fucking chat on my phone because it won't load. Do let me know anytime if like the audios are being weird, if my voice is too loud, if the game audio is too loud or anything, too low. Oh, thank you for the follow, King Nike. Thank you, thank you. Um, we're just starting, right in time. Okay, let me just put my phone down. Okay, let's get this started. See, I told you, I do have the save. What? Wait. I can't begin a new game? I can't. Wait. What? Oh, holy shit, I can't begin. Wait, though. Wait, I told you, I did have. Wait. Exit game? No. Okay, let's just load from my first save. Oh, I'm sorry. See, oh god, I thought I could start a new game. I can? Oh, hold on. 23. Yeah, yes. I don't remember anything. Holy shit. Give me a sec. Wow, scuffed so early in the game. Jesus Christ. Um, let me just. Okay, Kat. Let's chat for a while I figure out a way to like restart my progress in here. Because yeah, I said I did have progress, but I honestly don't remember anything. You saw that the date stamp there. That's like um that was like a year ago. Um, how do I wait? This file? Do I uninstall it? Uh, okay. Hold on. Let me figure out in this. Ooh, oh, that is that is not a good look on the screen. What is going on? Um, okay. I'm loading it up. I'm loading it up. Hmm. Let me just please. Um, it's not letting me. Oh my fucking god. Okay, wait. The fuck? Honestly, what is go? I thought you could do this because then I know in which is house you can make a new game. Would you guys prefer if I just go to the earliest save, or if you guys want me to like um uninstall the game and like hopefully the progress gets reset. Um, we could chat a bit while I'm doing that if you guys. Yes. Oh, please. Okay, I'm uninstalling it. Oh shit, that is my desktop. Whoops. Um. Okay, let me just uninstall real quick. Uh. You could probably also just like delete the save files if you open the package of the game, but like, my brain is not in the mood for that. So I'm uninstall, reinstalling things. And hoping this will be quick. I am hoping. So let's head here. I am small. I don't remember being this small back in the fucking in the the singing stream. But yes, okay. Oh no, because that's a different screen. I just realized. Let's chat for a bit while the game is re-downloading. If the game, oh shit, that doesn't look very good. I should find a different game to play in the meantime. Oh god. How is everyone today? I hope everyone is having a good day or night. I was honestly thinking of holding the stream back, but like it already got held up yesterday, and I didn't want to like push it back tomorrow because we have a game scheduled tomorrow. Um, the reason I was very hesitant is like there are neighbors doing really bad karaoke outside, and I don't know if my mic is picking that up. Honestly, uh, what can we play? Oh my god. Um, it is very slow re-downloading. So I guess what we can do is we can swap the content I planned for today and tomorrow. So we'll do Royal Alchemist today, and then we'll do To the Moon tomorrow. How does that sound? How does that sound? That sound. Okay. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Let me just change the Twitch title, and then we'll be switching on to the game. Yes, I'm so sorry about that. It has been a while since I streamed something that is not uh me just drawing on a fucking canvas and just talking shit out of my mouth. Okay, let me just switch the game. Um, I thought it would download pretty quick, but apparently it is not. And that shouldn't be a surprise given the internet speeds in the Philippines. So I don't know why I even hoped it would. Okay, I'm updating the title and opening the game. Okay, this one I also don't remember where we last left off. I do remember it getting a bit more romantic now, which is like good. Because like it is a romance focused game and I was waiting for the romance element. Oh, where is it? Oh, why isn't it? I also had a bit of like setting up the stream again today because I did a karaoke stream last Thursday and where is it? It says it's running but it's not showing. What the hell? Um and of course like I connected my Steam account to YouTube, Steam rather, sorry, the OBS, and then once I did that, it disconnected with Twitch. So like I just reconnected it literally 5 minutes before the stream, but for some reason it wouldn't connect. And then I realized I had to update OBS, and that took a little while as well. That's why we are starting at 9:49 instead of 9 o'clock. So much scuff today, so much scuff. But that's fine. It happens. It's Royal Alchemist won't run. Holy shit. Run, bitch. Oh my goodness. BI open up. Hmm. Error occurred. Yeah, mean, bruv. Think is it? Are you? Woohoo. Okay, there. It's open. It just took a little while to load. Um, ah, that is my phone charger. Okay, I think we can. Oh, where did the game music go? That's weird. No, not gallery. Configuration. Where is music? Huh, suspicious. Um, oh, it's very quiet. Okay, there. Oh, can you guys hear that? Oh, you don't need to subscribe. Oh, but thank you if you do. Okay, I will switch back to the game capture screen. And, oh no, not this screen. This one. Yeah. And then switch to window capture because what is this? What is this? View Royal. Royal. Okay, I found it. Let's go. Okay, there we go. Yay! I've been trying to tell myself to what you call it. That is not the thing. I've been trying to tell myself to use window capture instead of display capture because that's a bit more safer for us streamers. But like, you know, some games just refuse to be captured. Can't do anything about that. Anyway, let me just take a sip of water because I've been talking. Uh, oh, and oh my goodness, my voice is not ready for this. We are doing voice acting. Mm. I don't think I've fully recovered from Thursday, but it is what it is. I have missed this game dearly, and it is fine. Okay. Let's see, what are the things needed from us? Nothing, and I believe one of the brothers are still missing. If I remember correctly. Yeah. And okay, let us do the thing. And oh, I just saw this. I stream on YouTube, but only very occasionally. It used to be my primary platform, but I switched to Twitch for that. What I put on YouTube are the contents that are usually that are the sorry, are the content that usually like pop off more. Not pop off, like take off, pop off, like take off more, or like is suited to a YouTube audience, like karaoke streams. I do know that karaoke streams exist in Twitch. It's just that I feel like I'm more familiar to it compared to Twitch, like with their guidelines and whatnot. And although the stream I did recently was just like karaoke one, it's what it is what it is. I plan to do more, but like once I get a good grasp of what I'm supposed to do. Anyway, what it was our stats. Okay. What is lagging behind? Combat and etiquette. Yes. I believe we should combat. Oh my goodness, my mouse. My encoder is overloading. I don't know why. That doesn't usually do that. Sus. You are sus. Hmm. We aren't dropping any frames though, which is good. I am okay. Okay, it stopped overloading. Maybe it's just because I forgot to charge my laptop and it was like dropping really fast. It's fine. It's fine. We're fine. Okay. Let me just close some unnecessary shit. Maybe it'll help like alleviate my CPU usage. And there we go. Okay, let's continue. For Saren, I think we'll just let it be. Okay. Okay. Oof. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's really nice. Thank you. Oh, thank you for your kind words. Oh, oh my God, Nightbot, Jesus, chilled the fuck down. I thought I fucking edited you to like not ban the people in my stream. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I do sing. I do like sing a lot, but it's only. I'm sorry about that. It's only recently that I started producing or like showing my singing more often because it is like I have very high standards for what I want to produce and my skills don't match with those expectations. So I don't do it often, but like I'm trying now because it's fun, but it's very tiring. So singing March gave me an excuse to start singing more. So that's good. Yeah, that's why the karaoke stream last Thursday was a bit of an impulse as well. It just happened that I had like uh, a blank in my schedule. Like I planned to schedule that day, but like I wasn't sure what I was gonna put, but I needed to put the schedule out. So I just put something. And then around Monday, I was like Monday or Tuesday, I was like, what if I do a karaoke on that quote unquote something day? And then it just happened, which is good because I really wanted to do a karaoke stream. I was supposed to do one on my birthday, but like I had some very big technical issues that like didn't let me. So like I was like, even if it's not a fully fledged karaoke stream, at least we did a karaoke stream. That's all that matters. And anyway, we are gonna start now. Ah, Neri and I are rummaging about in the study of the late king, preserved in an immaculate state by the palace guards after his death. Okay. The two soldiers who had signed us in, were in a part of a long succession that had guarded its doors against intruders since the night the king was murdered. Oh my god, it is quite laggy, but like, it shouldn't matter that much because it's a visual novel. That is very weird though. I don't know. What do I have open that is doing this? I don't remember. Oh! I must have reverb on still. Fuck! Oh my goodness. This is so embarrassing. Wait, what the fuck? I forgot. This is why you should check more than 30 minutes before streaming. Maybe. Is that what's causing the CPU spike? Hello? Hello? Oh my goodness. I feel so stupid. And I've been doing this for more than a month now and I still keep doing this. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, because the last stream I did was the karaoke stream. I'm so sorry. Cal being a fucking dumbass again. Okay, let me see if like the thing in my CPU will go down a bit because the game is a bit laggy and I'm not used to that. Okay, it is dying down quite a bit. Yeah, it is the fucking reverb. Oh my god. Theoretically, whatever evidence that may have been left behind on that day should still remain here, as no one had been given permission to remove anything from this room. Theoretically. You have doubts. I have suspicions. If the assassins who were after you can infiltrate the palace guards, why couldn't they have infiltrated those pairs stationed outside? True, Neri, let's go. But the regicide happened long before the mind-controlling deviant made his appearance. You don't think the two are related? Can't say. Before knowing all facts, it's dangerous to make assumptions. Again, true. Alright then, tell me the facts. Neri walks to the center of the room. He gestures at his chair, slightly askew before a large desk, stained with the sinister patches of dark brown chocolate. Just kidding. It's blood, probably. Yeah. I was gonna say period blood, but like, nah, man. Let's just stick with chocolate. They found a body here. Okay. Oh my goodness, can you not? What else do I have on? Everything should be okay now. I should have checked my technical shit before doing this. Wait, I can technically open settings. Like whatever the fuck it's making it act up. Ugh. Okay. Did it reset my settings when I updated OBS? Oh. No, it did not. Okay. Order is still the same. Video. Yeah, it didn't change anything. What the fuck is going on with you? Okay. Bruh. Okay. I'll just have to stick with this. Okay. Yeah, must have been a lot of blood, MC. Cause of death is magic. Internal organs were destroyed beyond recognition. Yikes. Okay, that's something that we don't know so far. I don't remember how the king died. It's just like, he's like assassinated and shit. His body was found by the homunculus the morning after his death. Saladin. Yes, Sala. I'm remembering names. Hog. Yes. What about his guards? Dismissed on the night of murder. What? Why? Yeah, my question exactly. Heaven knows. And we wouldn't know anymore because the king is dead. Hee. This isn't my line of work. What do you want me to do, Neri? I didn't bring you here as a detective. Dozen of those has gone through the same ground without any breakthrough. I brought you here as an alchemist and as a Rosenkreuz. Take a look around. Oh my god. Just tell us what you want us to do. Okay. As Neri said, everything in this room has been investigated hundreds of times by professional detectives and guards before us. But I suspect Neri believes there are items whose true significance wasn't recognized by them. You search the bookshelves. I'll handle the desk. Okay. I'm not even bothering to do much voices. I'm just reading dialogue now. Oh god. I used to do voices. Maybe I don't. But mainly it's because I don't remember what I used to voice Neri. I think it's something deep. But yeah. A few quills and an inkpot sat on the desk over an old faded parchment. Evidently, the king has been writing on the night of his murder. The words on the parchment are still legible. A proposed revision in Eskia's tax code. The last few letters disintegrated to a chaotic scrawl, presumably when the assassins struck. Nothing else of note is on the desk. I move on to the desk drawers. The top drawer yields several books. Most are related to the established forms of taxation prevailing in Eskia. Taxes! Can we talk about something else? Holy fuck. There are also a few notebooks, elegantly bound in leather. Taking them up after one another, I flip through them idly. On the pages, the king had kept the records of his weekly appointments, conversations with his officials. All except for one. One what? Huh. One of the notebooks is blank, not a word has been written on it, and its page S are creamy as white as the day it was made. Page S. I can read, I promise. Found anything? Have a look at this. Neri ambles over behind me. Ah, that. The old blank notebook the king hadn't gotten to around using. Oh. See, he's smart. We smart. No, the new blank notebook. See these pages? Oh, I didn't expect to have a vibe check in here. Sorry, by vibe check I mean like the skill check. I always say it as vibe check is like this is a stat racing visual novel, and basically you can't raise all the stats as equally because like you will eventually have to raise one higher in order to like meet a certain choice or like not die. It just happens that I choose some very specific ones and go back sometimes when I feel like I don't like the way it's going. It's kind of like cheating, but it's like the way how I play. They're white. Yes, Neri, we know the pages are fucking white. Wait. Okay, ought to have yellowed slightly, like the rest of the papers here. Wait, I'm dumb. What is MC implying? Curious. Invisible ink, perhaps? Could be. My thought was like it was painted over like a fucking dumbass, but like, who knows? Magic exists in this world. Too obvious, I'm afraid. Yeah, and even if it was invisible ink, there should be like dents and shit on it, right? I mean, that's just me. Our garrison investigators had inundated every inch of that book with invisible ink detectors several times. No trace of writing has been found on any. See? Yeah. Still, Neri, something about this book feels off to me. To me also, but if it is keeping a secret, I haven't been able to make it talk. Make it make it talk. Huh. Hold on. I'm checking something. Shut up! I know you're overloading. Be quiet, man. I'm not making you do anything. The EQ is the same one I've been using ever since. Maybe it's because I... Oh, hold on. Maybe it's because I have, like... I added some scenes from the fucking... Okay, this is the chatting screen. How about here? Did I add anything? I did not. This is really weird. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Maybe it's the update. I don't know. I'll have to check once I am done with this. Lamau. Okay. Neri and I spent the next hour puzzling over the notebook. Maybe it's painted over, but like, I guess the investigators would like know that as well, because that would be pretty obvious. We methodically worked through the different combinations of deciphering tricks. Neither of us was much surprised when none of them yielded any results. Too bad. I suppose it is difficult to imagine the king as juvenile delinquent in the high council class of the sort I once was. Smuggling scraps of paper with magically concealed scribblings under the noses of overbearing lecturers. Neri frowns at me, no doubt conjuring the image of my past mischiefs and his cleaning after me. It feels so nostalgic, I cannot help but want to laugh. It is a crime that they did not make some of the NPCs romanceable. Look at this. This is perfect material. It's like best friend. Let's go. Wait, why isn't he? Not saying that he's my type. It's just like there's potential there for like a romanceable route, but like here we are. No, I'm just like it's just my otome game brain cells doing the thing. Nostalgic. Hang on. Oh. Neri freezes in the act of stowing away the notebook. What is it? Do you remember the Rosenkreuz of cipher? I was about to say suffer. How can I not? It's the last cipher none of the teachers managed to crack, but in the end, it's too impractical to be useful. Oh. Maybe it's because I have To the Moon downloading in the background. But like, if I close game, it's gonna close the game too. I don't know why I keep making the filter noises and on me. Uh, okay, hold on. Let me do some. Up, up. Okay, go down. Why is the CPU so high? You're not supposed to go above like 28 when I'm playing a visual novel. Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, it's just bothering me so much. I thought I've gotten over this phase in streaming. Okay. You enciphered the messages using all the 6 elements of magic. Only a Rosencreutz can decode it. Solo. Oh, I can read. Okay. Not my fault that's how the cipher works. I didn't invent it, you know? I like how sassy MC can be sometimes. Didn't you? Always thought you had. No, my father taught me. He said it was a Rosencreutz tradition. My family is not especially keen on being monitored by authority. You reckon? He gestures at the notebook he is holding. Could be. I mean, give it a shot. That is worth a try. Don't you? I think don't you think? It's the last cipher trick in your arsenal. I need to stop saying THs out of nowhere. Give it a shot. He tosses the book over. I catch it and spread it open onto the desk. Here it goes. Let's go. Taking a deep breath and ignoring the pinpricks of the fire that stabbed my neck, I blast the notebook with all 6 elements of magic at once. Let's go, Slay. Nothing happened. Oh, never mind. Would have been too. Oh, okay. Lamau, lamfau. Okay. Before I can finish my words, faint letters appeared on the pages. Can't believe it. Faster and faster, words and sentences resurface, as though dredged out of some great distance across time and space, scrawling until they fill nearly the entire page. Both Neri and I stare at the book incredulously. How was this book encoded by the Rosencreutz cipher? Don't know. Listen to what Neri said. He said, we can't jump to conclusions without proper evidence. It could be that, no! What the fuck? Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. It could be that, there's a Rosencreutz in the court? Bruh, that can't be. Because... Yeah, this is what I think it is, but I think this is the logical answer. See? Okay. In any case, avoid making the wrong conjecture. Sure. The book. What does it say? You read it. Looks like an alchemical formulae. Yes, we're the professor. Okay. Let me see. Grasping at the book, I read it hungrily. Hungrily? That's a interesting word choice. Also, why do I feel like I'm too above chat? I'm sorry. Ugh. Okay. There we go. Many of the writings are too advanced for me to understand. No doubt, this book was written by an alchemist with more experience than me. I flip over the pages and freeze when finding a drawing on one of them. This drawing here. Isn't it your maidservant? Hold on, wait. Remember Sala is a homunculus. Could it be that she's one of the original Rosencreutz? Because like Rosencreutzes were originally homunculi, right? And the only people who have marks are the ones that like have the ones that came after the pact to like conceal their powers. What if Sala is one of the originals? Because she has like the white hair and like the pale skin traits of the fucking homunculi. It could be Sala that wrote this. If it is. Mm-hmm. I'm just connecting the dots. Mm. Quite an accurate depiction of her, don't you say? Strikingly lifelike. What does it say? To give the homunculus a pleasing appearance, it is best to furnish it with a familiar shape, preferably one dear and intimate to the creator. A mother, a wife, a daughter. Okay, throw my theory out of the window. It deals with the creation of the homunculi. You know, when I first met Sala, I wondered who was the genius alchemist that crafted a homunculus as perfect as her. Um, Whoever it is must be the true owner of this book. I don't think it's the king, or like, I can't say because the king is dead. Uh, and whoever it is, they must have some connection with the late king, if he is holding on to this tome. That means we need her questioned. Oh, I don't think Sally would appreciate that. She has been avoiding the topic of her creator ever since I met her. See? What of the princess? The Lord Regent? They do not know. It seems only one person can answer a question then. Guards. The two soldiers enter. Neri waves aside their salutes. The royal tutor wants you to find her servant, Sala. Find her and escort her to my study, please. Tell her I have an urgent request I wish her to help me with. The guards salute once more, leaving swiftly. Neri, I don't want this to be an interrogation. Sala isn't just my servant. She has been taking good care of me for the past year. I understand. Do you want to talk to her alone? No. Join us, but let me talk to her first. Sure. Yay. Neri, let's go. Okay. Lounging on the chairs in my study, Neri and I wait. Every now and then, footsteps echo outside the door. Each time, we would sit up in anticipation, only to be disappointed by the announcement that the garrison messenger disappointed from the garrison messenger that Sala still has not been found. Ruh-roh. Odd. Sala normally is at my beck and call. When's the last time you saw her? Just this morning. Minutes trickle away into hours. Where could she be? To leave without further notice is absolutely unlike her. Perhaps she went out of the palace only for tonight. Yeah, it is very strange. Sala never did this. Or, now she's very sussy. I don't want to suss her out. She seemed very nice to us. Well, I hope so. Still, I cannot help but worry. Hours lumber one after another. Away and the night takes on for the first hues of dawn. Ah, the writing in this game, Jesus Christ. And still no news of Sala. Master Devaris. Tired, swayed, and dazed with sleep, the captain of the garrison is making his last report of the day to his overseer. Let me guess, you didn't find her. I apologize, sir. We failed. Don't worry. Her disappearance caught us all off guard. Sad. Have your men dispatched around the capital to widen the search? I mean, it's not a question. Have your men. Why did they read it like that? At once, sir. Bowing stiffly, the garrison captain spins around, barking orders at his men even before he has left the room. Long day ahead. Yeah, we haven't slept, Neri. Good luck, Canary. I pray that you can find her. With a stern nod, he leaves the study. My heart filled with worry, I stumbled to my chambers, hoping to catch a few hours of sleep before resuming the day's schedule. I dropped limply on its divinely soft mattress. My eyelids, heavier than lead, droop irresistibly downwards. Darkness rushes to embrace me. Am I gonna get kidnapped again? Okay, no. God. But there's so many unanswered questions, especially the one that, like, at the start, we still don't know jack shit about the deep. And now there's also this, like, fucking slave trader that we don't know what's going on. Oh my god. Jesus. Ooh. About missions? We haven't done missions in a while. Okay, a new blade. The invitations. Mailing service. What is this? Oh no. Oh, I remember this. We couldn't do this. Okay, there's no new missions. I was wondering if they were anything new. Class. Okay, since we did combat, I guess we should let the etiquette, like, click on it. Oops. Okay. Okay. Let's see the numbers. Okay, that should do it. There's water. How about wood? There have been several instances where we need all elements from every single brother, even though they have, like, fucking specialties. I don't know why, but, like, Saren is lagging behind in wind and water. Okay, so I guess we do that. Hogging. Oh wait, no, we should do wind since Nazir disappeared. We don't have a person that would do wind. Okay. Did we save? I'm pretty sure we saved. Somehow. I don't remember. Okay. 185 points. Ding, ding, ding. Still no new. Oh, Saren. Okay, wait. Water. I need water. Still no news of Sala. None, Your Highness. We've scoured the palace and all of Fostrax, but there's not a sign of her to be found. That means you're looking in the wrong places. Sorry. This afternoon, my study is playing host to another tense conference between the princess and the garrison. Yeah, why are you meeting in my room? I'm sorry, my study. Perhaps some would find it odd to make such a big deal of the disappearance of a servant, yet Sala is more than just that. She's an old companion of the late king, the Lord Regent, and Garion. She is also the one who raised the princess after the late queen passed. And even more, she might be the one holding the answers to the late king's assassination. Oh fuck, I forgot he's wearing an eye patch now. That gave me a whiplash. Wow. I believe we should expand. Wait. Why is my tongue getting tied so much? Oh my god. I believe we should expand the search beyond Fostrax. Sala is very unlikely to be here. Why so, Your Highness? My brother's right. If Sala is in Fostrax, we would have at least have rumors of her sightings by now. Fostrax is not so large a city. One can simply vanish into thin air. She is not here. Your Highness, we haven't had the manpower to comb all of Eskia. Okay, give me a sec. Okay. But we have the manpower to comb some parts of Eskia. What does the commandant think? Chill down, Aurelius. You are always so aggressive. Neri, who had like me had not opened his mouth in the whole meeting. Meeting. looks vaguely distracted as he speaks. Oh god, there's so many people in the fucking screen. Jesus. I agree with your strategy, Your Highness. We should extend the search beyond the capital. I am happy to offer the men under my personal command to help. You are very kind. We are indebted to the... that's not how you read that. We are indebted to the council for your assistance. I and my men are pleased to be of use. Well, that's settled. Garion, I want you to activate our soldiers to off the major No! Wait, I think my mic is in the way of my screen. I can't read properly. Oof. Let me fix that. Okay. Garion, I want you to activate our soldiers of major towns to hunt for Sala. You will personally lead a cohort of guards. Yes, Your Highness. Aurelius and I will continue the search in here, in the palace. The captain will attend to our security in the meantime. Yes, Your Highness. Okay. Bunch of sussy things happening. Ow. Commandant Devaris, I will not presume to command you. But if there is any location in particular you wish to search... Ugh, I am tripping so much. Holy fuck. Again. Your Highness, I do not dream of seizing the duties of your guards. Ooh. While your soldiers keep watch over the main roads, my men and I will poke around at the obscure corners of your kingdom. Neri doing the shady work, per usual. Good. Our forces shall complement each other. As practicable a plan as any, let us put it into action. Excuse me. Ooh. Saren rises, which is a sign for all of us too. So much scuffs today. I'm so sorry, everyone. Meeting dismissed. With the conference over, everyone is filling out of my study. Yeah, why is the conference happening at my study? My question. Neri is the last to exit. In a nonchalantly casual tone, I call to him. Neri, can I have a word? Is it important? I'd say so. It won't take long. Fine. Neri turns back and returns to his seat. What is it? That's what I should be asking you. How did you know? What is going on? I was watching you the whole time. Your Highness, I do not dream of seizing the duties of your guards. It is only courtesy. Oh. The Lord Marshal must not feel he and his soldiers are being slighted. It is also convenient. Why were you so eager to put your men under the crown's disposal the moment Aurelius brought up searching outside Fostrax? The High Council guards its forces. Our superiors would never let their people serve others so easily. Neri sighs and makes a small gesture of surrender. Can't hide anything from you, can I? We know each other too well. Remember the notebook? Of course. I deciphered it, you know? Yeah, lol. Well, I've been reading and rereading the past week, and I spotted the code within the message. Oh, whoa. More cloak and dagger stuff? You better tell me. You already know. You used it countless times to smuggle out the forbidden council gossip in your letters to me. Read only the first letter and the first sentence of every chapter. Here, you can do it yourself. Oh, interesting. I like doing that too. Like, you know, when in class, it's like a thing to pass around notes before, in like a time before phones were like a thing. Like, yeah, people had phones, but like they don't bring it to classrooms. So like what you do is you pass around notes. I do ciphers a lot too. He tosses over the notebook to me, a little irritated. The idea had not occurred to me. I take it and proceed as he suggested. Oh, regarding the creation, on the subject of the suitable material, RO, okay. Supposing, in our previous discussion, okay, ROS, is it Rosen? It's gonna spell Rosenkreuz. E-N. Rose, it's just Rose. Neri, you're a genius! No, just morbidly obsessed. Fair. I thought, if the owner of the book knows one Rosenkreuz student ciphering trick, why shouldn't he know the others? Then now, wait, that's a name? Of a little hamlet nestled between the fork and the river. Oh, at the very borders of Eschia. It can't be a coincidence. Rosenau. Why are these places very sounding Germanic? Oh my god. But what's the significance? I suspect it is where Sala was created. I think the music's a bit too loud. Do tell me if I'm wrong, though. The first sentence of the book reads, regarding the creation of a perfect homunculus, all my knowledge and all my labor may be found herein. Knowledge and labor. Cal, in the book, knowledge, yes, but labor? You may be onto something. If so, I hope I find it. We look at each other for a moment. Neri looks as excited as I feel. When are you leaving? Early tomorrow morning. I'm taking 5 garrison soldiers with me. We only have 6 horses capable of cantering at the speed I intend to make. That means you're wrong. You're taking 4 garrison soldiers. What do you... Oh, I was afraid you'd ask. No, Cal, you're not coming with me. Why not? Bitch, why not? You may need me. What if there are more ciphers in schools and clues that only a Rosenkreuz can solve? Oh, whoa. All of my soldiers are magic users, my friend. Not strong enough to be mages, but they all have the gift. And between them, they can use all 6 elements of magic. Besides, I'm involving you too much already. See, this is fucking a romance root material. They could have just went with it and ran with it, but they didn't. Sad. The High Council's instructions were clear: to keep you at your tutoring job and me for hunting the regicidal assassins. I don't want to get in trouble with the powers while making my after-mission report. Very well. I shall respect your veto and remain here. Good luck on your quest to Rosenau, Neri. To a joyous venture and a happy end. Don't die, you fucker! Please. I've had already 2 characters that I started to like. The moment I started liking them, they started to fucking drop dead like flies. Do not be a fucking dead flag. I will kill you. That was the phrase I liked to tell him, just before getting into some particularly risky escapade that lands me in more than the usual trouble. Even though I smile, I cannot shake off a sense of foreboding as I fade in farewell. No! Oh my god. Rosa now. Grimoire updated. Nerifia. That's a really nice name though. Sounds like an angel's name? I'm not sure. It sounds like. Okay, let's try getting to week 60 and then maybe I'll end the stream. I want to at least I know it's gonna be short, but the technical issues are really bothering me. But I don't want to end abruptly, so maybe we'll hit the 1 hour mark or reach until week 60. How does that sound to everyone? I think it's okay. It's just that I don't want to go on for too long with this weird ass laggy bullshit. I think it's because I updated OBS and I need to configure some settings to bring it back to how it was before. Or maybe it could be because I just came from the YouTube settings and then I switched back to Twitch and it's not very compatible. I don't fucking know. I haven't touched this shit in a while. Okay. Classes. Please. Oh my fucking god. Classes? Hello? Okay. How is the thing? I feel I was gonna say I feel like we need more intelligence, but our intelligence stat is looking pretty high. It's like 181. What is the lowest stat we have? We have the etiquette as the lowest, and then yeah, I'd say we do that. Ignore the beauty stat. I've long left it at that. Yes, we start then. While strolling around oh my god, around along the corridor, I hear the two maids walking ahead of me, gossiping lively. It's an atrocity! The amount of work you're making us do. Banisters, this, tapestries, that, carpet washed and darned and beaten until my arms are sore all over. These are for the Crown Prince's coronation. Show some respect, Eliza. Huh, because you have an unrequited crush on your dreamy fairy tale prince. I do not. I revere the good Prince Seren just like any loyal subject ought. Don't play hoity-toity with me. Funny, because we're romancing Seren specifically. I know how you used to stalk him up and down the palace all day and squealing about him in the laundry room afterwards. Ooh. Hush your voice, Eliza. Someone might overhear and misunderstand. Overhear, sure, but misunderstand? They turn into an alcove and climb up the staircase, their bickering voices gradually fading away. Seren's coronation. Oh my god, we forgot the fucking premise of this whole thing is that we were supposed to like help the council choose like a proper heir to the throne, and then it's just going to Seren by default. Lamau, yeah, me too. I hardly believe how quickly the days have flown by. It feels like it was only yesterday when I made my first appearance in Fostrax, having escaped the ambush of assassins, and meeting my 3 royal charges who saved me and my dignity from the snobbish royal guard, who surprisingly turned out quite decent later on. Character development, okay. Somehow, those memories seem to me as if they belonged to someone else. Younger, brasher, and more headstrong and perhaps less wise. Someone whom, after all I have been through, I barely recognize as myself. Look at the fucking dialogue of that. It's so good. Oh my god. I can only dream of writing something like that. Like, okay, maybe. Okay, I'm putting myself down too much. I can write like that, but only if it's 3 a.m. and I'm in bed and I woke up from my sleep and I can't go back to sleep. That's the only time I can ever write like that. Just very limited, by the way. An hour goes by so fast, okay? Pondering over those thoughts, I continue on my way. Uh-oh. What in the world is causing the dreadful ruckus outside? Glancing up in annoyance, I see a coterie. Coterie? What is this word? Coterie? Coterie? I see a coterie of garrison soldiers, led by the resident captain, hurrying past my door. Row. What's going on out there? The commandant's horse, Master Rosenkreutz. Back with it without its rider. Uh-oh. Icy fear grips my heart. See? Fucking hell, Neri! Phew! There's a car outside the gate. Hold on. I'll let it die down for a bit because it's a bit annoying to the ears. Okay, it has left. Okay. In a flash, I am up on my feet and hurrying after the garrison troopers. What do you mean? Where's Neri? Not on his horse. The commandant's whereabouts are unknown. Then where's his horse? In the courtyard, apparently. We are running now. There! Almost leaping off the few final steps of the staircase, we pile into the main courtyard of the palace. A small crowd is already gathered there, fanning around a stable boy trying to placate a wild-eyed riderless horse. Towering over most of the rest is Lord Regent, frowning as he taps his finger on his arm. "Let us pass!" Plunging into the crowd, the garrison captain starts seizing random onlookers by their shoulders, flinging them from the scene. Okay. His soldiers assist him. Their rough tactics clear the crowd in a matter of seconds. Soon, only the captain, the Lord Regent, and I remain in the courtyard, surrounded by a ring of garrison soldiers. Oh god, fucking. There you are, Captain. You came too, Cal. My lord, where's Neri? What is Horse doing here? I know no more than you do. Less, I don't even know where he's gone to. Where did the commandant's horse return? 15 minutes ago. I sent my aide to fetch you and hurried here myself without wasting another moment. All I saw is this one. The Lord Regent pats the horse on his maned neck. Neighing softly, the horse lowers his head and paws the ground. I lean closer to the saddle. The ladder? The ladder is stained with ominously dark patches. Oh no. Are they bloodstains? Yes, and made by more than one person. Or I'm no judge of war. Whatever happened to him, your commandant gave a good account of himself. I warned him to be careful. Why was such a warning needed? The commandant was on council business, Your Grace. He is on council business. Be that as it may, I have not received orders to divulge the details of his assignment with outsiders. No need to worry, Captain. Our forces are overstretched enough as they are hunting for Sala. I cannot spare any detachments to poke around your council business, even if I wanted to, which I do not. I must remain at my station with my men to protect the palace, but I will write to the council for reinforcement from the garrison. They will take at least a fortnight to arrive. Until then, I fear the commandant must fend for himself. I can go! Look, I'm fucking raring to go. Give me a fucking horse. Heavens protect him. Going by their tones, I may well be pardoned for believing they're intoning the last rites over Neri's grave. My lord! Cal, I have a request. An old smile plays on the Lord Regent's lips. Let us hear it. My lord, I do not believe Commandant Nerfield is dead. So we all hope, Cal. Perhaps we can do better than simply hope. How? Neither the captain of the garrison nor I have the manpower to spare to assist your friend. My lord, you can spare me. I ask my lord to relieve me from my duties for a week, so that I may try to rescue my friend. Please. Your friend is a considerable mage in his own right, guarded by some of the best warriors of the council. Yet, he was still overwhelmed by the dangers of his mission. Will you fare better? I will not throw you away on a hopeless quest. I must try, my lord. Please give me permission to. He is my oldest friend. He has been watching out for me for as long as I can remember. I cannot leave him. Additionally, I may say Neri's quest is not necessarily unrelated to my search for Sala. I suspect as much. I will grant you your wish, Cal, on one condition. Where was Neri headed? Where are you going? Your Grace, Rosenau. The Lord Regent narrows his eyes a mere fraction. Rosenau? Why that place? My lord? The hamlet was the place where my sister and I first met the late king. It is? All right. I will keep my word. Cal, you are relieved of your duties as our royal tutor for 1 week. During this time, you may go wherever you please and enjoy the protection of the crown wherever such protection is recognized. Thank you, my lord. And you may take the men of the 5th Company with you. I thought you said... The 5th has been assigned to search for Sala along the span of the O, where the Rosenau is. You may requisition the men stationed there. After all, your quest and theirs are, as you said, not unrelated. Thank you, my lord. That is the last shred of reserves I have to offer. Whether or not they're enough, I can give nothing more. Water break. Ah. Hi, Aurelius. Oh my god, are the princes coming? Please. Not precisely correct, uncle. We spin around, surprised. Aurelius, as usual, appears unheralded when he is least expected. He likes inviting himself. He's like a girl boss like that, yeah. My dear nephew, what an unexpected pleasure. Sorry. Blah, blah, blah. However, if you believe you can convince me to let you accompany your tutor, I'm afraid I should warn you that I must disappoint you. Aurelius smiles thinly. Of course not, uncle, but I have someone to recommend. Saren? Oh, Harris. Okay. It's just like, where's Saren? Oh, he has his coronation. He can't come with us. Unless, pointing fingers. Oh god. He gestures behind him. The ring of garrison soldier parts momentarily to let Harris through. Hi, Harris. Hisashiburi da ne. My lord, Master Rosencrantz, Prince Aurelius has put me at your service should I so be needed. How exactly did Prince Aurelius know you should be needed in the service of Cal here? The story of Nereville's horse has spread up and down the palace by now. I came with Harris as soon as I heard. You will no doubt forgive me for overhearing the latter part of your discussion. Naturally, Aurelius could walk through the cordon of garrison soldiers wherever he pleases, and if he should choose to do so unannounced, he can listen in to whatever we were saying so easily. He addresses his next few remarks directly to me. Harris is my right hand, and I vouch for him personally. He is not just a capable valet to me, but also a matchless bodyguard. When there is danger or hardship, he's an invaluable asset to have. Yeah, that is true. If Aurelius is willing to loan? What a word! Why loan? If Aurelius is willing to loan him to you, Harris could definitely be very useful, Cal. What do you say, Master Rosencrantz? Oh my god, are you gonna give me a choice? Well, okay. Before I can answer, a shout cuts off my words. Is Raphael going with us? Oh my god, I'd like to have Raphael on my team. Let's go. Please wait! Panting and gasping for breath, Raphael pushes through the soldiers at the courtyard. The garrison captain raises an eyebrow, but the Lord Regent waves him in. When I saw Harris, I thought you might not be too far off. They're boyfriends, Your Honor. They're always together. Hee hee. Okay. What is it, Raphael? My lord, Harris must attend to Prince Aurelius. Permit me to go with Cal instead. Raphael, I'm the one His Highness wants to go with Cal. Why the fuck are you fighting for me? You can't hit an elephant with 3 paces with a slingshot. Inviting you along for the trip was simply asking for disaster. Ooh, are you dissing him? I might not be the best marksman in the world, but I'm skilled with a sword. Unlike you, who can even lift the hilt from the pointy end. They're dissing each other, oh my god. Enough with you and your sword. Master Rosencrantz, I'm a handy fellow with a crossbow. Do I have to choose between them? Unlike Harris, I won't accidentally pump your back full of bolts if I tried to shoot down an assassin or two. And unlike Raphael, I won't cut you into pieces, also accidentally, of course, when I pick my teeth with a cutlass. Okay, Harris, enough. Yes, Your Highness. Well, it seems that we have no dearth of volunteers for this expedition. I will insist on retaining either Harris or Raphael at the palace. I cannot release both at the same time. But you may take one of the pair. Oh my god, they're making us choose! Oh my fucking god. Oh. Why? MC? Fuck. I'd rather go with Raphael. Raphael has served me so much more than Harris have. What the fuck? I trust my life with fucking Raphael, bruh. Ugh. In that case, I will have to trouble you, Harris. I shall do my best. Are you sure, Master Rosencrantz? Okay. Thank you kindly, Raphael, but judging by the bloodstains on the saddle, I think swordplay is the danger to be worried about. But, baby, I actually like Raphael. Come on, Raphael, be a graceful loser. I kind of want to give. Okay, just because, so I can make this decision more tolerable. Is it okay if I do a British accent for Harris? No one's gonna stop me anyway. I'm gonna do it. Starting from now. Mm. If you insist. Good. It's decided. My lord, I'll return to my room now to pack. I intend to leave at first light next dawn. You're discharged for the rest of the day. Pack your stuff, and make sure you're ready when Cal leaves. Yes, Your Highness. Yes, Your Highness. Very well. Has anyone else anything more to say? Silence all around. The Lord Regent claps his hand, signaling the end of the impromptu conference. Yeah, we would just literally start standing in the courtyard. Good luck, Cal. Something tells me you might need it. Okay, since we're at the climax, we're not ending at week 60, I think. Thank you, my lord. The meeting disperses. I hurry back to my chambers, trying not to think about how many infractions of the council laws I have committed today. The important thing is, I've secured the regent's permission and his aid to attempt Neri's rescue. Neri. Neri, please be safe. Okay. I think we need some items, just for safety measure. Ooh, but it's not letting us do it, so I guess not. Okay. The east smolders red as the dying embers where the lilac meets the awakening land. Fine morning. A fine morning indeed, Master Rosenkreutz. What shall be the itinerary for today? We ride east until we reach the All, then follow its length north towards Rosenau. Along the way, we will pass the town of Lindau, where we'll press the guards stationed there into our service. Sorry. Oh, God. I hope to arrive in Rosenau before this time tomorrow, if everything goes well. Then let us hope it does. Onwards. We have no time to lose. With those words, we spur our horses. The best two the palace stables have left to offer, to a canter. Ooh. The first leg of our journey goes smoothly. The sky is clear and cloudless blue. On either side of the road, we are treated with the sight of Eskin countryside in bloom. Before long, we reach the sinuous blue ribbon that is the All, sparkling merrily in the sunlight. Harris and I dismount to have a light lunch before getting onto our horses again. North. Veering to the left, we keep the fast-flowing Au on our right to embark upon the next leg of the journey. We have made good speed so far. Yet, my fear for Neri's safety keeps me from letting up the demanding pace I had set. Oh, new background. Pog. Thus, when the sun begins descending westward, we find its mellowing rays alighting upon the thatched roofs of Lindau, setting straw and brick afire with gold. All the fucking descriptions it's making. We will rest at the local inn tonight. A dinner is all I'm prepared to concede. We leave the moment the soldiers are gathered and won't stop until sundown. Harris shrugs expressionlessly. As you command, Master Rosenkreutz. My luck continues to hold. We meet the company of the soldiers returning from their day's patrol. Almost the instant we ride into Lindau. I hail the sergeant immediately. Though the man eyes me distrustfully at first, he falls in line once I give him the letter embossing the Lord Regent's seal. I command him to put himself and his men at my disposal. Oh my God, what's wrong with me? Neither he nor the troopers look overly pleased. Oh, pleased to have to set out into the wilds right after getting back in town. I wouldn't be either. However, they warm up to me a little when I invite them to dine in the inn, on food much better than the gruel they are used in the barracks. And make sure they don't get a drop of wine, innkeeper. Of course. An hour later, I usher everyone out of the inn and onto the road. We resume the last leg of the journey. To Rosenau. Sundown. I don't have nice memories of the fucking road, because especially considering the first time we opened the game, we were at the road and then the road just fucking exploded, man. Like, everyone died, except us. Yeah, what a banger opening. I'm traumatized. Or rather, MC is traumatized. The last glimmerings of the light fade from the western horizon. Above us, the stars have already come out, pure, ghostly, and remote. I look at the soldiers. They look expectantly back at me, waiting for the order to strike camp. Clearly, there's nothing more I can get out of them tonight. Prepare to strike camp, men. Twang. See? I told you. The words have barely left my lips when the soft whisper of an arrow in the flight rings out. Watch out! I flinch aside, just in time for an arrow to bury itself in the tree I had been standing in front a second ago. Ayya. Unpog. I don't know if I should go back and see. Too early to say. Oh no! I hear the soft thud. The soldier falls before me. The soldier before me falls wordlessly. An arrow pierced through his throat. Ayya! An unseen bow twangs somewhere behind a barrier of trees. What on earth? See, I told you! You should have brought fucking Raphael! You could have just sniped these fuckers! Man! Okay. Harris takes a sharp breath as he narrowly dodges an arrow aimed for his chest. Out here, we're sitting ducks for the archers. Why did I give MC British accent? That's supposed to be Harris's. We don't have any ranged weapons. Take the fight to them. As I shout the orders, I cannot help but add, if only Raphael were here. See, I told you. Oh my god. Oh? Eh? Raphael? You called, Master Rosenkreutz. Oh my god. The familiar voice makes my breath choke in my throat. Tree branches rustle. Figure after figure step out of the shadow-shrouded woods. By the motley appear of their armor, they are a band of mercenaries or robbers, armed and armored with whatever they have plundered. The person standing at their head, however... What? Oh. No. Impossible. It can't be. Oh, shit. Hi. You know, I was very sus of him at like the first game, but like I warmed up to him. Why does this keep happening to me? This happened with Isabel. Mommy, I can't trust anyone in this game. Good evening, Harris. Oh, that's all might as well. Okay, fine. I get to bring out my evil voice acting. Let me just put down my cat who's been biting me. Or wait, no. I think she's hungry, so like, give me 5 seconds. I'll just feed her, alright? Baby, come. Ugh. This. Ow. Okay. Oh my fucking god. Ooh, I trusted you, Raphael. Unless someone is controlling you. Raphael smiles and salutes Harris with one hand. In his other, a short bow that has an arrow already notched. Beside me, Harris utters no sound, merely staring at the man before us in bewilderment. Raphael! What are you doing here? Raphael's smile is mirthless and unfamiliar. I'm here to end what I began more than a year ago, Master Rosenkreutz. Killing you. Well, shit. I'd be damned, you could have just poisoned my tea, man. You make the best chamomile tea. You could have just slipped something in it and I would be dead. Bro. You're the mind-controlling deviant? Okay, I was wondering when they were gonna wrap up that subplot. Makes sense! Because, like, I was like, they should be in the castle because, like, they know what's going on. And they just seem to know which people to control. So it's just very, Master Rosenkreutz, no. Cal, you misunderstand my intentions. For a second, I think this might be an enormous misunderstanding Raphael is about to clear up. I'm here to kill you, not to read you my confession. What? Raphael, what are you doing? Stay back, Harris. This isn't your fight. Like hell it isn't. Harris, I'm warning you. Wait, Raphael, this has to be a misunderstanding. Whatever's going on, let's talk! It is not a misunderstanding, and there is nothing to talk about. I'm the one who assassinated our late king, and also... He said he's not gonna read his confession, yet here he is. Okay, I was starting to think the deviant and the king's assassin was two different people. Okay, wait, hold on. Oh. I'm sorry about that. I don't know why it suddenly feels sneezy. Okay, let me continue that train of thought. I thought they were two separate people, like the deviant that tried to kill us and the assassin of the king, which I don't know why, but like now it makes sense that it would be the same person, because like why wouldn't it be? I am the one who assassinated our late king, and also the one who tried to kill you more than once. Raphael! Butcher them. Ow! I can't accept this. What the fuck? Is that why he was so insistent on being the one to come with me, so he can just like off me and then claim like, oh, Cal died? With inhuman uniformity, the mercenaries slot arrows and bolts on the bows and crossbows. Even as my mind races, trying to figure out what is going on, I have to act. Otherwise, the soldiers following me will... Focusing my mind, I summon an orb of pure light in my palm. It grows larger and larger. Wait. Okay, I need to get your shit together. Oh my god. It grows larger and brighter in the treacherous night. Raphael figures out what I'm doing. Shut your eyes! Too late. I hurl out the orb at the mercenaries. It shatters midair, swathing them in a web of blinding light. Not even a mind-controlling deviant can successfully order his minions to shoot accurately when they've been temporarily blinded. Arrows whiz about us, but they appear to fly in every random direction. Charge! I think that's too loud. I'm sorry. One or two unlucky Eskian soldiers grinned in pain, grazed by arrows, but none of the wounds they suffered is incapacitating. Blades out! The mercenaries gradually begin to recover their sight. Knives and cutlasses hiss out of their sheaths to meet the swords of the charging Eskian soldiers led by Harris. Fight! I should have said that like louder. Ugh. Steel gleams brightly in the moonlight, signaling the devolvement of the ambush into brutal hand-to-hand fighting. Carried forward by the momentum of their charge, the Eskian soldiers easily break the defensive line of the mercenaries. Normally, when their line is broken, the defenders' morale would plummet. Wavering individuals would turn to flight. Because they're under the mind control. Duh. Probably. But the mercenaries show no sign of breaking. If anything, they fight on more grimly than before. Kill them. Raphael himself is a whirlwind of death, stabbing and tearing at any soldier within his reach. I thought he couldn't hold a fucking sword. The fierce fighting is around him. The mercenaries, even after suffering wounds, continue to fight on. What should have been an easy victory turns out to a stalemate because of the tenacity of his mercenaries. Even Harris, an adept at melee, is unnerved by the foes he is fighting against. Despite his undoubted skill with his saber, he is slowly but steadily being overwhelmed by the crush of his enemies. Raphael, stop this! Worse, he appears handicapped by his reluctance to engage Raphael, who is causing slaughter amongst the Eskian soldiers in combat. Yeah, they appeared really close. That's why I started trusting it, because everybody else did as well. Just when I decide to join the fray to help Harris, Raphael turns to me and shouts, "Your time is up, Cal!" Oh my god. Bro, this game just doesn't pull its punches. Raphael blows apart the two soldiers he is set upon by using a blast of fire. For a heartbeat, his magic lights up the landscape. He flings itself at me, desperation raging in his eyes. Instinctively, I call upon the moisture in the air and force them to freeze into an ice saber. Oh? Row. As the saber crystallizes around my hand, I realized I had made a mistake. Fool. He's a fire user! What the fuck, Cal? Yeah, a saber similar to mine forms around his hand, but it is a blade of fire. Raphael raises his burning weapon. The first sweep meets my saber and smashes through it, turning the ice into a useless slush and water. Damn it! I pirouette away from the second sweep just in time to avoid being incinerated. Stumbling, I twist my ankle and fall. Ow! Crippled by pain, I cannot help but... Again? Bruh, we just barely recovered from, like, the slave trader incident. I cannot help but take a sharp intake of breath. I am unable to get up. Harris and the SQ soldiers are too hard-pressed by the mercenaries to come to my aid. Raphael looms over me. Our eyes meet. I search for a trace of mercy in his gaze, but come up empty. I am sorry, but you must die, Cal. His flaming saber sweeps down. They mustn't? Nazir? Wait, who has the wood affinity? Question mark? Is it Saren? I remember his affinity is light, but like then again, Aurelius's affinity is water and darkness. And then for Nazir is fire and wind. So that leaves with wood and light, which is Saren. Did Saren follow us all the way here? I can't think of anyone else. Who? High and clear, the road rings with the silver sound of hoofbeats. From the north comes two riders. Oh, Aurelius and Saren, I'm guessing. Their cloaks billowing hugely behind them. No? Oh. Oh. The lead rider is a tall man with a commanding presence, whose face I do not recognize, but cannot shake off the feeling that I should know him. Impossible. Is this the king? Sala. Hi, Sala. The rider behind him is smaller and feminine, and her usual gentle face is now set in a hard, grim mask. Sala! Hugh! More vines shake out of the undergrowth, turning Raphael into a writhing cocoon. His mercenaries dash to help him, but are themselves set upon by the vines and are wrestled to the ground. You'll never take me alive. My mind goes numb as I understand what he's about to do. He's about to K-word. Raphael! Before anyone can react, an infernal maelstrom erupts from the ground beneath Raphael. Raphael? Is it him talking? Raphael, don't! My curse is on you, your kingdom, your line. His words die beneath the roar of fire. Yeah. Hi guys, this scene looks awfully familiar, don't you think? Flashbacks to the fucking first 5 minutes of the game. Raphael's form blurs in the incinerating column that transforms him into a human pyre. I quickly retreat from harm's way, helping soldiers as I go. The mercenaries, however, are bound in their cocoons and cannot escape. Their muffled screams fill the air, filling my heart with anxiety. The mysterious man, releasing the situation, quickly releases the vines, but is now too late. When the fire fades, nothing is left of the ambush but a pile of cinders that had once been the chief treasure of the palace. Sorry. Okay, someone died, but at least it's not Harris. Or Neri. I cannot help but tremble in disbelief. Damn it. Why? The rider reins his horse just before it tramples on Raphael's remnants, and dismounts in an easy, graceful movement. I think he's Saren's dad. Look at his hair. And he has Aurelius's eyes. Squint. You're right there. Can you stand? I stare at the man before looking at me. Who are you? Wait a minute. Who are you? If I'm right, I'm gonna laugh so hard. I climb to my feet, unsure whether to regard my mysterious savior as friend or foe. He may have rescued me from Raphael and his minions, but he is the stranger who had come upon me in the dark of night, and he is the strongest magic user I've ever seen. I turn to Harris to find him kneeling. His face is the pallor of a man who has seen a ghost. Like him, all of the soldiers who survived the ambush are on their knees, their eyes made wide in disbelief. Yeah, it's the fucking king, man. Your Majesty. I forgot his British accent. Oh no, I'm leaving that behind. Fuck that. His Majesty. I am the king of Eskia. I reel back a step, then two. Yeah. Okay, wait. But you're dead. Rumors of my death are greatly exaggerated, I assure you. Right, Sala? I am sorry if I have caused any worries in the palace, Master Rosenkreutz. Wow, they complete. Okay, so this is peak writing. They diverted the suspicion of having a traitor in the palace to Sala because she just disappeared out of nowhere, and then I guess we just got rid of any other suspicions on any other people because of it, and therefore the Raphael's betrayal just feels so much more impactful because of it. 'Cause we were like not not expecting it, and personally to me because I like Raphael, now he's dead. He's evil and he's dead. My maker wished me to attend to him. You made Sala? Yes, I made her, as I made all of this. He sweeps an arm imperiously, taking in the road, the trees, the land, the sky, and the whole of kingdom of Eskia. You can stand. Okay. Come with me. I want to talk to you. The soldiers rest here. Harris, Sala, attend to the wounded. Yes, Your Majesty. At once, Your Majesty. I'm sorry, wait. My cat rubbed onto me and now my nose is itchy. I'm not allergic to cats, but it just happens sometimes. Ugh. But there are only two things that make me react to like this. It's like chalk. Specifically chalk, yeah. And cat fur. I don't think it's allergy. Because I really don't think it is. Without another glance at me, the king turns around and strides off north. There's nothing for me to do but hurry after him, leaving Sala, Harris, and the soldiers behind. After riding through the night, we arrive at the mouth of a cavern. Ooh, okay. Cave time. The entrance is shrouded by a curtain of trees and sundered apart from the world outside by what it seems to be an inner lake. Ugh. As we dismount, the king snaps his fingers. I feel the chill of his magic as the water surface freezes into ice. If I sound weird, that's because I'm scratching my nose. It's really fucking itchy. Oh my god. Ugh. As we walk across, entering the cave, I cannot help but curl my fingers into my vest at his, once again, frightful display of magic. What if he is Rosenkreutz? Look at him. He's covering his fucking neck. Bro. How are you? Not hurt anywhere? I'm fine, Your Majesty. We arrive inside the cave. The interior is simple and crude. The former king of Eskia examines me as he walks through the opposite side of the cave, sitting down on top of a stone ledge. You'll be pleased to know that your friend's safe. My friend? My heart skips a beat. You mean Neri? You've seen him? Where is he? Wordlessly, the king points to a corner of a cave. Neri and the two garrison soldiers lie motionless on the crude stone floor. For a terrifying moment, I fear the worst. Then, I see the rise and fall of their chests, and breathe out in relief. They are sleeping off a healing draught Salo gave them. What happened? An ambush happened. Many of your friend's bodyguards are dead. He reaches down the ledge and pulls out a book from the makeshift shelf. Even in the distance, I recognize it. They were after this. Your homunculus manual. Well done for deciphering its code. It's just an elementary trick every Rosenkreutz knows. I know. That means you're a Rosenkreutz too. Yes. A shadow crosses his face. Fuck me. Okay. Do you remember the Laibach in... I'm presuming that's how it's pronounced. I'm just reading German as I think it is. Do you remember the Laibach Incident? Yes. A dozen of our clan members were kidnapped by the Sval slave traders about 3 decades ago. It's a disgrace to the council. It still had a hard time to live down, as they never managed to catch even one of the Svals responsible for the atrocity. So that's how this Sval art is tying to this, I presume. That's because they're all dead. Killed to the last man to ensure the secret will be kept. What do you mean? Who killed them? I do not know. But I still remember watching his men slit the Sval's throat after they had gotten them drunk in a celebratory banquet. You were one of the missing Laibachers. Yes. My parents were captured along with me, but the mastermind behind the raids were not interested in adults. They were killed in the middle of the sea and tossed overboard, like every captive who wasn't a Rosenkreuz child. The mastermind let the children live. No, he only let the... wrong emphasis, sorry. No, he only let the Rosenkreuz children live. We were to be subjects for his experiments. What experiment? The king touches his neck. It is smooth and unblemished, and I noticed for the first time. My eyelids tremble. Did they manage to remove their fucking thing? The thing on their necks? Because that was like, it's like a cursed shackle, right? To like meant for their past mistakes as the homunculi. Without restraint that binds our magic, we Rosenkreuz can and did rule the world. The mastermind behind the attack wanted to hold dominion over that restraint so that he can use us. He would be able to switch our restraints on and off at will to channel the full might of our magic against his enemies. And of course, to make sure we can never use our powers against him. Did he succeed? To an extent. As you have noticed, I do not bear the markings of our clan around my neck. Rosenkreuz free of his chains. Such as we are meant to rule, as lords and kings and conquerors. Once our chains are struck from our necks, a shadow crosses his face. I watched my friends and cousins, children I had grown up with, scream and die after one another in excruciating agony. I first begged to be spared, then for relief, when for someone, anyone to take our place. Finally, we begged for a quick death. Though death came to all of us, it was never quick. But you survived. Fucking my nose! Baby, can you not be, please? I was considered the most promising subject of their experiments. They tested their theories, their techniques on my fellow captives, refined them, tested them again before using them on me. I suffered unspeakably, but they kept me always a hair's breadth from death. At last, as untrammeled magic was tearing my body apart, he smiles, but I can see the sadness and pain behind it. The sensation of bliss washed over me, and I knew I was free. What happened then? I don't know. I thought I killed them all. Your kidnappers, or... My kidnappers, I slaughtered for sure. As for my fellow captives, I recall nothing of the final months. If any of the other children still lived then, which I doubt, I must have killed them too. You really do not remember? On my honor, I came to myself only days afterwards. Where? Fleeing from my prison, I stumbled across a merchant caravan that was attacked and met my queen and her brother. Oh, you saved them? Even starving and wounded, I was more than a match for a band of common bandits. I cannot say I fought to save my future wife. It is nearer to the truth to say that I killed my bandits who unwisely attacked me. My queen took care of me and nursed me back to health out of gratitude. Thankfully. But why didn't you contact the High Council afterwards? What if it's a conspiracy? He gets up from the ledge and strolls to where Neri and the two remaining guards are asleep. He looks down at them, his eyes narrowing ever so slightly. My parents and friends were dead. The High Council, founded by the world's first alchemists, failed to protect us despite the oath. And I, a Rosenkreuz free from the magic restraint, saw no reason to return to them. So he stayed here and conquered the kingdom. For the first time, a blissful smile crosses his face. My I merely wanted my wife to have a safe place to live, and my future children to never fear beasts and bandits. Everything was going well too, but 2 years ago, assassins attacked me. Assassins are an occupational hazard of kings. I fought my fair share of them after I forged the crown of Eskia. But those assassins were different. They did not try to murder a king with steel. They tried to murder Rosencreutz with magic. They knew of your background. Since then, are they associated with the small traders? Probably. Strangely, they did. I told no one of my past, not even my wife, not even her brother. To the world and to the council, I was missing, presumed dead for the past 30 years. He believed it was the mastermind from the Laibach event. No one else could have known that I'm a Rosencreutz free of his magic restraint as those assassins did. Not long after that, I feigned my own death and went into hiding to investigate. That's very father behavior. I'm sorry, that's all I have to say about that. Very father behavior. I'm not saying it's wrong or right, just that's very father of you. Pog. Or unpog, I guess. Have you learned anything? No. I am embarrassed to admit. I thought the mastermind would make enough careless moves to leave a trail of evidence back to him, but he was careful enough to elude me. The king closes his eyes for a moment before sighing. Enough of that. Child, you have asked many questions, but never the one I expected you to ask. Which is, how can one break free from the magic restraint? The question every one of our clan desires the answer to. Well, MC never really did express wanting to be freed of, like, the restraints. I'm just like, I guess we're just vibing. Do you know? It happens that I do. Does it involve pain and other sacrifices? It happens that it does. I thought so. Nothing good can come from such a cruel experiment. I don't want to know. That's humble of you. I chuckle and close my eyes. Wait a second. Wait, I'm having some thoughts. If the king is Saren, Aurelius, and Nazir's dad, does that make him a Rosencreutz as well? And then here a Rosencreutz? I don't remember how the Rosencreutz thing work again. But like, I'm very confused. Oh no, it's not that we're related. I think it's just a clan thing. I did not expect the story to go in a route like this. I'm just very confused. Huh. Okay. I really don't believe that it's the only way to lift the oath. Besides, even with this restriction, I'm more than capable to fight off one assassin or 10. As many have come after me. Yes, as I have proved. I would also appreciate it if you could keep it to yourself, Your Majesty. The king joins me in my laughter. Don't worry, I wouldn't have talked anyways. He walks away from Neri to the edge of the lake. With a snap of his finger, the entire surface of water freezes into ice. We truly live up to our ancestors' teachings, more so than me. He strolls across the lake to the entrance. I have heard much of your feats during the past year. How? Thank you for taking care of my sons and the kingdom in my absence, Royal Tutor. Ah, he said the title. Oh no, it's Royal Alchemist. Fuck, wrong. Sorry, never mind. With those words, he leaves the cave and is gone. Eh? He just fucking poofed? Okay. Bruh. Okay, then we go home with the news that Raphael, wow, that's a lot to take in. Raphael is evil, he's dead, and the king is alive, and he's a Rosencreutz. Pog. Okay, let's just return to the castle, and then I should end stream there. The king has not returned from wherever it was he set off this morning. Garrison soldiers had yet to wake from their sleep. With nothing to do and my mind restless, I searched through the cave. Perchance, I found some leftover alchemical ingredients. And so, I spent some time putting together a paralyzer dart. just in case something happens on our way back. I wonder how the others are doing. The wounded are in Sally's capable hands, and I do not doubt her abilities as a healer. But some wounds may run deeper than flesh. Harris, for example. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Do you guys remember the tart thingy in like the past run? Not past run, the past um stream? What would have happened if we have made his tart? Would he still have killed us? I'm so confused. Because it was supposed to be a request for Raphael, right? Ano yun? Nagtampo siya sa... Whoops. Slip of the tongue. Okay. Yeah. They had always been close. Raphael's treachery and death could not have been easy for Harris to bear. Perhaps I can try to help ease his grief. So thinking, I walk over to the frozen surface of the lake and make my way out of the cave. The road to Rosenau is not hard to find from the cave. Before long, I have made my way back to the site of the ambush. Most of the soldiers are recovered enough to be up and moving. I note with approval that they are busy digging graves for their comrades and a mass burial pit for the dead mercenaries. The former as a sign of military honor, both as sanitary precautions. Harris is directing their activities. He acknowledges me with a wan smile. Good evening, Master Rosenkreutz. Good evening. Where is Sala? His Majesty passed by earlier and whisked her away. How are you holding up? I'm fine, Harris. It's you I'm worried about. How are you holding up? As well as can be expected, under circumstances. And how well is that? Not well in the least. Harris sits down next to a plot of freshly dug earth. On it rests a cluster of daisies, pale in the moonlight against the dark soil. Oh, oh God. I sit with him. Sorry about Raphael, Harris. So am I, Master Rosenkreutz. In a voice so soft it seems addressed more to himself than to me, Harris murmurs, I wonder why he did it. He turns his head to look at me pleadingly and almost childlike, as if he expects me to hold the key to a greater mystery that will somehow make sense of all this. Maybe, actually. Like, guess I have the omniscient's point of view. Probably, yeah. Oh, bruh. Okay. What do I say in a time like this? In any circumstances, it would be he probably had his reasons, but the fucker tried to kill us multiple times. So I guess this is what I feel right now. I have no idea. I trusted Raphael, and his treachery caught me as much by surprise as you. Could have driven him to throw away everything. For the sake of what? Whatever it was for the sake of, I can only hope it would have been worth it. I cannot believe it would have been. Silence falls between us. A silence I do not know how to break. Donut. My eyes fall in a grave, which does not contain Ravel's body. Without needing to look at Harris, I know he was staring at the patch of ground where Raphael burned away without leaving anything behind. That's another sad thing about that. There's no body. Bruh, the emphasis on that is just making me... I'm sorry, Harris. Oh my god. Up at last, sleepyhead. Don't want to hear that from you. I squint at the sunrise, trying to make out Neri's shadowy face. When did you wake? Not long before you. That sala of yours makes strong healing draught. Knocked the daylights clean out of me, but now I feel as good as new. Saddle up, you two. The king strides past us, making an impatient gesture at the horses outside the mouth of the cavern. The two surviving guards from the garrison, I noticed, have already mounted and are outside, waiting for our next command. Wait, how are we gonna explain this? There's so much to explain, like, Lord Regent? Your fucking royal treasurer has been the one trying to kill me. And he's kind of dead now. And also, your brother-in-law is still alive. Lols. Can you imagine? I mean, if it was me, that's how I would like fucking explain it. Oh my god. Unless as, unless the king plans to like force us to make it a secret that he's actually still kicking or some shit. I don't know, man. Wait. Oh god, my nose is itchy. Ooh. We're collecting the luggage down the hill and returning to the palace. They're your soldiers, Majesty, not luggage. As you please. Saddle up. Nerifil, I want you to ride in front with me. Yes, Your Majesty. Well, what are you waiting for? So he is coming back with us. Taking the cue, Neri and I clamber onto the horses. Neri spurs his forward, next to the king, while I remain behind with the guards. At once, the king engages Neri in a fervid but maddeningly silent discussion. Try as I might, I cannot overhear what they are saying. After a few moments, I realize the king has erected a bubble of air between them and the rest of the world. So I give up trying. Oh, pog, okay. In a short while, our party reaches the main road, where the last of the convalescing soldiers are recovering under the skillful ministration of Sala. Your Majesty! Sala, status. The men are all able to move, Your Majesty. You've done well. Get to them at once. Get them at once. Yes, Your Majesty. The remaining royal and garrison soldiers form a makeshift guard of honor around the king, who left Neri to rejoin Sala's company. I fall beside my old friend. He seems slightly troubled by his impromptu conference with the king. What did you two talk about just now? No, personal matters. What? In the aftermath of what had happened, His Majesty is considering a thorough shake-up of the palace's personal system. I requested my help with this. Only that. More or less, yes, we're falling behind. I don't believe that, but okay. Neri nudges his mount ahead, and so do I. How curious. Neri is being more close-mounted than Neri is being more close-mounted than even he usually is. Yeah, see, I don't believe that. Whatever the king had confided in him, it appears I would be able to get him to tell. I wonder what in the world it could be. I expect it to be nightfall by the time we reach Fostrax. Neri mutters, apropos of nothing. I should think so. The soldiers and I had taken nearly a day's ride to get here, barring mercenaries. It'd be nice to sleep on a proper bed again. Very. Oh, the palace. I wonder if they're wondering where we've been all this time. Bro, has it been a week? We were excused for a week. You don't have to worry about that. Huh. Yes, I wonder too. Oh my god, my voice. Funny, come to think of it. They ought to at least have taken an outrider to check on us after losing contact for so many days. Oh, I see. Perhaps their manpower was so stretched too thin by the search for Sala. Maybe. What if something happened in the castle? Oh, this was the scenario back then in this other game that I played called Vow to My Liege. Since we were like, the MC is the leader of the fucking kingdom, and then we just poofed, and then when we came back, we were like overthrown by the imposter, and then we were framed as like a faker, but only the love interest that was with us or like is coming to rendezvous with us believes that it's us, and it's just road giving me flashbacks. Yeah, this is very foreboding. You said that whenever MC's like has a gut feeling that something bad's gonna happen, it usually is. At least for this game. Remember what MC said after like they like bid farewell with Neri, and then the next day the fucking horse comes back without his fucking owner. Yeah. Okay. But before I can put my finger on it, the king breaks into a canter, and I had to ride hard to keep up with the vanguard. We arrive at Fostrax at night. stars have already come out and the city was dimly lit. This is where we part. I almost jumped at his remark, tossed so unexpectedly my way. You're not coming with us, Your Majesty. No. Officially, I am dead, and I should like to remain so for the moment. Oh, okay. I thought he was just gonna ramp up the chasm like, hey, bitches, your king is back. Apparently not. Cool. Okay. There are more than a dozen people aware of your existence now. What are you gonna say about that? I don't think all 12, all of the people I brought with, plus Neri, plus me, plus Sala, will be able to, keep that a secret. Bruh. Don't want to alarm the rabble by suddenly coming back from the grave. They're your loyal subjects, Your Majesty, not the rabble. As you please. I like how he casually calls his constituents by informal names. It's just like the lot, the rabble. So funny. We'll rendezvous in the palace if all goes well. Why shouldn't all go well? He looks at me for a second, and in the deepening gloom of the night, I almost swear I saw a smile flicker on his face. Many, many years ago, I was young and stupid. Age has since endowed me, or cursed me, whichever you please. I gained experience and wisdom and a healthy dose of paranoia, which is more useful by far. Oh god, don't even mention that. Fuck. Godspeed, Cal. I put my friends in your charge. Cloak fluttering around his person, he gallops through the gate, keeping his head down low. He's not a bad person, Master Rosenkreutz. It is only that his life has. Next to me, Sala pauses, and I have the impression she is delicately hunting for words. It has imbued in his personality with certain oddities. You're going with him, Sala? Yes. See you in the palace, Master Rosenkreutz. She too gallops off, leaving with the rest. How are we going to explain whatever the fuck happened to everybody else? Where's His Majesty heading? The palace. As should we. It's getting late, and no doubt the Lord Regent is anxious for the news of us. Let's go. Please wait, Master Rosenkreutz. Hello? Harris speaks up before we can press forward. What is it? It is late. Yes. I blink at him in confusion, as do some others. Then Harris gestures at his own horse and realization strikes. You're worried about the noise we might make if we You're worried about the noise we make might disturb the commoners if we were to ride through the main avenue. It's a matter of government policy. Do not let the horsemen strike up a din on the main avenue. Well, how else can we reach the palace? Quite a long way around the merchants' quarters. It'll take more time, but the merchants will not be disturbed. The stalls are closed and their mansions are too large for the noise to reach them. The king has put us in your charge, Cal. By the way, by which route should we travel? The main street through the commoners or the roundabout through the merchants? Bruh. I'm sorry, merchant. I have a high commoner rate, so I'm just I don't know how this affects editing, honestly. By the roundabout. We'll let the townsfolk of Fostrax enjoy their evening in peace and quiet. Besides, the merchants have been getting jumpy because of the instability of the past months. We should take the chance to show them everything is back to normal now. Restore a bit of business confidence. Not a bad idea. My thoughts exactly. Ooh, leaving the main street. Okay, this is so funny. The CPU has gone down by a lot, but it took a while to do that. I didn't know it can even do that. I thought it just stays there. Leaving the main street, we trot along the curving stone pavement that leads into the prosperous merchant square. Quarter. Bit quiet around here, isn't it? Commerce may have been a little slow recently, but I thought the economy was finally starting to recover again. It shouldn't be this subdued. Very sus. You're right. It almost feels like no one lives here. That is an exaggeration, but not a big one. I can see faces peeking out from windows and doors. But in streets, not a soul is to be seen. The back of my but the back of my neck prickles uneasily. Oh my god, stop tripping over my words. Oh my god. Master Rosenkreutz, there is someone over here. Viola! Hi, Viola. You're back. Wait, you went on an expedition. Shouldn't you be not here? Unless, I don't know how much time has passed, so... Viola is leaning against a stall, twisting the braids of her long hair. She raises her head at my shout and waves merrily. A little bird told me they saw you cantering down the highway to Fostrax. So here I've been waiting all evening, just in case you wanted to see me. Are you sure it's not because you wanted to see me? Oh, Master Rosenkreutz, you know me too well. I admit, I had a little complication with the delivery of some goods, which certain interested parties in Marin are very keen to purchase. I thought I could sweet-talk you into clearing the trade for me. Why me? Bruh, I have an issue with Marin. You were there on the trial. I was implicated for murdering your ambassador. Even though we're cleared of allegations, I don't think that left a nice taste in the mouths of Marenians, bro. Are you sure about that? Ugh. You see, when I went to the palace to find the official in charge of the trade, I bumped into half a dozen extremely rude soldiers guarding the gate, who told me in no uncertain terms to clear off. I pause and look at her more closely. I should have noticed earlier, but Viola is not actually merry in the least. Her face is pale and tense, and oh no, there must have something that happened in the palace, bro. And her thoughtless chatter, which I had attributed to her usual exuberance, is actually a symptom of nervous strain. But you're the merchant representative. You have the right to go in and out of the palace whenever you wish to conduct business. You're right. Maybe I should have explained that to them. They should have known. Why didn't you explain anyway? They were waving their pointy lances very, very close to my face. Our eyes meet. Viola is no longer smiling. They are keeping people out. Or are they keeping people in? I don't know. I didn't stay to find out. But later on, I heard that the rude soldiers disappeared and the other people have been able to get into the palace. Did you try again then? No. Why not? Because I only hear of people going in, not people coming out. Okay. Oh my god, sussy. Bach is everywhere. I nod to show that I understood. Viola's lips once again curl into her familiar smile. You're going to the palace, aren't you? Yes. If they get you, this conversation never happened, okay? Okay. Good luck, Cal. Thanks, Viola. Bidding Viola an uneasy farewell, we continue towards the palace. Before long, we reach the palace, towering imposingly in dark and silent night. The gate has been drawn up, and the guards who should be stationed in the front of it are not there. Looks like Viola is right to be suspicious. Strange things are afoot tonight. The entrance to the palace looks like the gaping maw of some monstrous gargoyle of stone. I cannot suppress a shiver as I walk into the threshold. Where is everyone? My question echoes unnervingly down the silent hallways. All the corridors are deserted, and so is every one of the galleries and the chambers we come across. The palace is as still as a gigantic sprawling grave. My neck feels prickly from anticipation. Something tells me Eskia's time of troubles is definitely not over yet. On guard, everyone. Blades slither out of their sheaths. My little band of soldiers draw close around me. Give alarm if you notice any movement. There! Oh god, not the fucking corridors again. A guard yells, pointing out in front of him. What? What does that have to do with anything? Oh my god. Well, I look just in time to see a small shadow dart into one of the abandoned rooms. Hey, wait! Servant? The shadow had vanished much too quickly for me to discern who it was. It is not safe or sensible to pursue, For all I know, it could have been a lure made by the enemy to expressively for that purpose. Regretfully, I motion the party on. I like this less and less. Harris mutters behind me as we pass through one empty corridor after another. What I dearly want to know is how the mastermind always strikes exactly when the palace is vulnerable. I may find the answer to that all too soon. Almost before I finish speaking, the pounding of heavy boots come to the hallway ahead of us. On guard! The soldiers around me run forward to form a barrier with their shields. I hold out my arm, and in my grip crystallizes a saber of shimmering ice. In palpable tension, we wait for the unseen army to reveal themselves. Master Rosenkreutz, Commandant Devaris! I squint into the darkness, trying to make out the face of the person calling out to me. With the lack of light, it takes me longer than I would have liked. You? It's Hagen! Oh, him. Lumao, hi. He runs into the head of a small company of palace guards, as bruised and battered as he. The soldiers on my side make way to let him through. What happened to everyone, Hagen? Thank goodness you're here. The guards in the palace have all been mind-controlled by the deviant. You have to come with us, but wait! Isn't he dead? What the fuck? What if Raphael was mind-controlled as well? Where to? The Lord Regent and the princess have barricaded themselves inside the throne room. A horde of mind-controlled soldiers is outside, trying to batter down the door as we speak. Oh, what? Wait. Hold up. How can we know that you're not mind-controlled then? Why are you here? Hagen? Sussy little baka. Hagen half turns, gesturing me urgently to follow. See? Thank you, smart me. I always love raising the intelligence stat because, the intelligent route always yields interesting results. Like, don't get me wrong, combat and charisma and shit is also nice to achieve some other actions, but I like the way intelligence stats results are written, in general, not just in this game. Just a moment, Hagen. We haven't a second to lose. How do I know you're not under the deviant's domination yourself? Ha! See, I'm smart as well. Okay, I'm smart. Don't be ridiculous. Come on now, we're wasting precious time. How did you know where to find us? I didn't. I came here purely by coincidence. In that case, how did you know it was me? Couldn't possibly have seen me when you shouted out my name. Not through this gloom. Of course I didn't see you. I heard your voice. And how did you know Neri, Commandant Devaris, is with me? I heard his voice too. Nah. No, man. Yeah. Possible, Hagen. Neri hasn't spoken up ever since we entered the palace. See? Sussy bitch. He was right beside you. I can feel someone tense behind me and my heart sinks. Raphael is not the only traitor in our midst. And how did you know that? This is getting ridiculous. Bow. Haha. See? 3 of my soldiers immediately dart forward. One of them knocks him down with his shield, and the other 2 pin him firmly to the ground. Hagen's men unsheath their weapons, and so a split second later do mine. Oh wait, he brought people? Okay, prepare to receive the enemy. I shout, but my attention is not directed at the foe in front of me. Instead, I strain at every nerve, trying to sense movement behind my back. Master Rosenkreutz, behind you! One of the guards on my side shouts out. Thankfully, the warning does not take me by surprise. An attack from behind is what I've been expecting all along. I spin around, holding my saber to parry. Haren's twin blades crash into my saber. What? The shock of impact jarring my arm. Damn. Harris, you! How did you know, Master Rosenkreutz? What the fuck, man? Bruh, stop betraying me! I can't trust anyone around here. If anything, I would have thought he was more traitorous than Raphael, but But what if he's just under mind control, bruh? Why are you doing this? Harris shoves me and I stumble backwards, nearly falling. The soldiers at my side surge towards Harris, but he dances nimbly out of their reach. You were expecting an attack from me. Not from you! But I knew the traitor has to be someone behind me. No one else could have relayed the identities and position of us so precisely. Clever, as expected of you. We have you cornered now, Harris. You have me cornered? Oh, Master Rosenkreutz, I have far too much respect for you to come here without backup. Show yourselves. Oh my god. Why does everyone want to kill me? I just want a vibe, you know? I thought this was Kiss Kiss Fall in Love, not Kill the fucking royal tutor. Where's Neri all of a sudden? With each second, more soldiers appear out of the staircases, galleries, and windows. Bruh? I stare at them, noticing the dark abyss reflected in their eyes. These soldiers are mind-controlled, all in perfect synchronization, puppets obeying the directive of their masters. Wasn't Raphael? The air is filled with sharp snaps of bolts clicking into place in their arrows. One false move, and I shall turn you and everyone with you into a human pincushion, Master Rosenkreutz. Okay, now he got everyone hostage. If it was me, it was like if it was just MC, I feel like he would just, it would be easier to like counter that. But since there's people with us that could be like dragged with the attack, we can't just move willy-nilly. Harris has sprung his strap. I slide my hand into my pocket, where I have hidden my single paralyzer dart. If I'm lucky, I could hit Harris with his and render his magical powers useless for some time. However, I glance around me at the mind-controlled soldiers, and Harris, who is wholly on his guard. Time is not yet. There's no escape for now. I thought you were going to give me a choice, and of course the choice is to wait. What do you want from us? I want you to come to the throne room. Why? Because if you do not do what I order, Master Rosenkreutz, I shall have you slaughtered. And after you, your soldiers will follow. As much as I hate to admit, his reasoning appears ironclad to me. Very well, we'll go with you. Two of Harris's minions walk up to me, each making grab hold of my arms. I stop them. I can walk by myself. I don't want you to. Oh my god. Bruh. Yes, they are under my control. You can expect no help from that quarter, or any quarter for that matter. Now come, Master Rosenkreutz. Our comedy nears its end. Bro, then what was Raphael? Was he mind-controlled? And it's Harris all along? Bro, I'm so confused, and if it is, I'm so heartbroken. What the fuck? What the fuck, man? What the fuck? Bound and dozens of crossbows leveled towards us, we were forced to march down the corridor. Even while feeling helpless, I noticed with no small amount of relief. Neri and the two garrison guards seems to have slipped out of some time and unnoticed. Well, it is relief, but also what the fuck, Neri? It's a little bit over 2 hours now, and that's usually the time I would cut it, but like, bruh, this is so tense, we can't just stop here. Sunken in gloom and unnaturally silent, the throne room exudes an aura of horrible grandeur. Cavernous antechamber before the throne room is a mess. It looks like Hagen, no, rather, Harris through him was not lying completely. There must have been a desperate battle. The nobles and the servants who did not manage to escape from the palace put up a last stand and were overwhelmed. The throne room, on the other hand, has been meticulously cleaned. Its state could be described as a spick and span, if not for the ominous row of bound and trussed prisoners lining the wall. An even more ominous pile of motionless bodies heaped at the corner. Oh my god. To my relief, I spot neither the Lord Regent nor the Marshal amongst the prisoners of the slain or the slain. Amongst the prisoners or the slain. Okay, shit, I can't read. However, Saren, no! Cal! My heart leaps in joy at Sarah's familiar voice. It sinks immediately when I realize that one of the princes has been caught. Your Highness! I break free from the guards holding me and hurry my step forwards. Then the men make no motion to follow. Oh God. Wait a minute. Is, is it true? Was he planning a coup all along? Or no? Okay, I saw him appear and I was just like, wait a minute. Prince Aurelius is standing on one of the day. A few steps below the throne, expressionless, blank, and there's a spark of one of his eyes. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Oh my god. Saren walks up to hit me in my stride. Wait, I can't read. I'm feeling emotions. When he stands in front of me, he reaches out to take my hand in his. Are you hurt? No, I'm alright. How about you? The prince looks at me up and down as I do the same. Aside from the worried frown on his face, he seems fine and has not suffered any injuries. I sigh in relief. I'm fine, Your Highness. I gave him a reassuring smile, and he returns it. How touching. I'm so glad you could join my little evening party, Master Rosenkreutz. Why are you doing this? All in good time. The last of our guests the last of our guests have arrived. He takes a spry leap up the steps to the empty throne and crisscrosses like and sits cross-legged to face us. What are you doing, Harris? That's my chair. My heart sinks when I see the king standing not far from where I am, glaring at Harris. The king always radiated a sense of omniscient invincibility. The sight of him helpless and manhandled by two brutish-looking guards comes as a shock. Far from showing any guilt, Harris widens his smile. And this is your hat too, Your Majesty. With one hand, Harris holds up the royal crown, which had lain unworn, and on its I don't know how to pronounce it, behind the throne ever since the king's death. He puts it on a rakish angle on his head. The king was dead. Long live the king. He laughs triumphantly as he looks down upon his former lord and master. Both of the guards around the king have their daggers drawn and pointed at his throat. Don't try any of your tricks here. Wouldn't dream of it. With just one fleeting thought, I can end your life and the lives of everyone in this room. I am aware. Yet you don't seem frightened. You think it's my first time facing death, Harris. No. I know it is not. The two men stare at each other. Oh god, man. How strange. By the guttering torchlight, I could almost believe I see tears in Harris's eyes. On his face whirled with the tumult of emotions. Triumph, hate, bloodlust, and excitement. And grief. Why are you doing this, Harris? Children are meant to be seen, Saren, not heard. We trusted you. Aurelius trusted you. Harris pauses, his eyes flickering to his master for the first time. Aurelius meets his gaze, but says nothing still. The man sighs, never looking away for Aurelius, even as he replies to Saren. If this is the first mistake in his life that distresses him, he may take comfort in the thought that it's also his last. My blood runs cold. Me too. Does Harris really mean to kill us? Of course I had known it is a possibility, and an increasingly likely one at that. But up till this moment, wait, are we at the ending phase? What the fuck? I genuinely don't know how long this game is. But up till this moment, I could not bring myself to believe it. Why all of this, Harris? What have we done for you to hate us so much? My grudge against your house is older than you, Your Highness. Or your brothers. Where the fuck is Nazir? Holy shit. He escaped this fucking shit by just throwing a tender tantrum and leaving the fucking castle. Or he's the one who's gonna bring help. I don't know. I knew it. You're one of them. A pig in that herd of swine who killed my family and tortured me. You will not recognize me, Your Majesty. I was but a little boy then. Ah, Piglet. My mistake. Lol. Lol. I should have killed you too. Like you killed my mother and father and my younger sisters, Your Majesty. Twins who would not see their fourth summer. Yes, exactly like how I killed them. I thought I exterminated your entire family, Harris. How did you get away? I'm surprised by how calm Saren and Aurelius are, considering their like dad is there. Mm-hmm. Bruh. Harris clenches his fist until his knuckles turn white. He forces himself to breathe out slowly. We feel like such a bystander here. We're just like watching Twitter drama unfold. If I were the king, I would not be taunting my mortal enemy in his hour of victory. But perhaps it is the best that I am not the king. Oh wait, that's me talking. Lol. I hid under a haystack in the barn. But I burned the barn to cinders. There was a water trough. There was a water trough next to the haystack I was hiding under. For the horses. It's coming back to me. Water from the trough put out the worst of flames when the barn collapsed. We chose a good spot to hide in, Harris. I did not choose it. My mother hid me there before running out to face you. Your mother? Ah, I remember her. A brave woman. Even though she was neither mage nor warrior, she somehow fought on long enough to buy you time to live. Wait. Yeah. Ruh-roh, what is going on? Did the king swear before me that he had no recollection of what happened that night? Because of her, you never found me. So you found my little sisters. If I had found you, as I had found your little sisters, there would not be such a mess tonight. I wish I had found you. I bet you did. The last of Harris's composure breaks. With eyes filled with hatred, he screams at the person reminiscing remorselessly about butchering his entire family. Yeah, if I were you, I wouldn't, provoke him. No regrets at all, your majesty, for killing infants and children. Not a word of guilt or sorrow. I did not ask to be kidnapped and tortured by your clan, Harris. Neither did I ask them to kill my friends and my family. I was the first to suffer wrong at their hands. What about my little sisters? What about me? What did we do to you? When destroying a clan, it is not safe to let anyone live. This includes children. Children grow up and take revenge once they are grown, as you are now demonstrating, not entirely to your discredit. Harris grins wolfishly. Yes, King, I am grown, and I shall take my revenge on you. On me, certainly, but what about the rest of the people here? The king lets his eyes survey the breadth of the throne room, the people detained, and the mind-controlled guards. His gaze lingers slightly longer on his children, but only slightly. Our grudges, as you say, before their time. Kill me if you wish, but surely you will spare them. And why should I? When destroying a clan, it is not safe to let anyone live. Man or woman, soldier or civilian, master or servant, father or son. Couldn't let go of your hatred when you killed my sisters, and neither will I tonight. I'm sorry. I think it's showing, but I like reading villain monologues, bro. I don't know. There's something about just being evil that's sexy. I'm sorry. It seems that I taught you too well, Harris. Now it's my turn to teach you a lesson. Harris snaps his fingers. The guards in the throne room, who were standing like motionless statues, instantly spring to life. Each one marches in front of a prisoner and unsheaths his weapon. From the servant to the princess, anyone not under Harris's spell is menaced by the naked steel. I stare cross-eyed at the sharp dagger tickling painfully against my jugular, not daring to breathe. Oh, I'm kind of hostage. Okay, I didn't know that. Hagen, who grips the king, presses a wicked-looking hunting knife so closely to his neck it pierces the skin. A dark trickle flows from the wound under the knife tip. But I am not as cruel as you, your majesty. I give you a choice. So very generous of you. The king replies dryly, earning himself a mirthless smile. I want you and Cal to kill yourselves in front of me. What did I do? Why do we keep getting dragged into this? Bro, as you said, this is something way before your time. I was probably not born then. Why? What do I have to do with this? Bruh. I want you and Cal to kill yourselves in front of me, here and now. In return, I will let the hostages in this room go free. Bruh, how will we know you keep your word? Even in the event that I and the king actually choose to do that. Like, bro, what? Certainly, I understand you wish to see me dead at your feet. But Cal here. Yes! Finally, someone who asked. Thank you. But Cal here. But for what reason, Harris? You both understand perfectly well why. I'm sorry, I don't. Please fucking elaborate. I'm sorry. I'm just very. MC's getting dragged everywhere. Harris says flatly. His eyes are bright and cold when they hold mine. At that moment, I understand why Harris is doing this. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Because I'm a Rosencreutz. God, why? An abomination such as yourself, Your Majesty, is one too many for the good of the world. You cannot be allowed to exist, and there must never be another like you. Wow, we're jumping to genocide. Okay, okay, that's a leap. Not completely, but like still. I see. For the first time that night, the king's face becomes pale. You and all who know will have to die, even the innocent. If life has taught me one thing, it's that there is no such thing as innocence, only degrees of guilt. Perhaps you're right. I frown. Regardless of the right or wrong, I refuse to die in this place, and I refuse to let the princess and the hostages die. However, what can I do? Harris's guards will kill the moment anyone begins to frame a spell. Without being able to guarantee that my paralyzer dart will hit its target, I cannot go on the offensive. My only hope right now is Neri. Somehow I must have slipped away before Harris sprang his ambush on us. Excuse me, I burped. My nose is still incredibly itchy, so I'm sorry if, like, my voice sounds wrong sometimes, because, like, I'm scratching my nose. I don't know if the mic can pick that up. God. Perhaps he has a plan. Curse it. Harry, where are you? Oh wait, I just remembered I have fucking tissues. I could use that to wipe my fucking nose, man. Why am I so stupid? Ugh. Wait, let me just get some wipes, okay? I can maybe put some alcohol so it gets the thing that's making it act up. Not too much, because I know that will start to sting. God, whatever that was. Yeah, I hate it when it does that. It's like such a discomfort that can't go away. It's like I'm just wiping my nose at the climax. Go inside. Okay, I think I cleaned it, but my glasses are dirty. I think this is good. Yeah. Okay. Curse it, Neri! Where are you? Now. Hold it. Like Phoenix Wright in Phoenix Wright style. Hold it! Harris laughs as I cut him off. Master Rosencreutz, are you dragging the unavoidable? No, I'm trying to buy time. I have questions. Oh? You want me dead? Evidently. If so, why haven't you acted after the first assassination attempts? Pardon? The mine carriage road. The assassins that sneaked into the castle in the middle of the night. These incidents happened during my first months here in Eskia. You haven't tried anything else for almost a year now. Harris raises a brow. My schedule was too busy. Yeah, I would do that. So I snort. You expect me to believe that? What else could it be? Harris, you didn't want to kill me anymore until a fortnight ago. The smile disappears from his face as he frowns. What do you mean to say? This... I make a gesture at the mind-controlled guards, then the hostages. I believe you're doing this right now because of Raphael's death. Okay. Yeah, Saren, the resident empath, is trying to send me a message. I wonder what it could be. I'm sorry, Seraph? Seraph! I'm so sorry! The Seraph is just like probably sneezing at the other side of the world. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to mention your name. I mixed empath and Saren and it became Seraph. That was so funny for no good reason. I'm so sorry. This is such a tense moment and I just keep fucking it up. Hold on. Harris narrows his eyes next to me. Saren tenses and squeezes my hand tighter as if in a warning. Believe whatever you want. His Majesty told me the assassins were after his homunculus manual. If it wasn't for me deciphering it, perhaps the mind-controlling deviant would have never appeared again, and Raphael wouldn't have died. Boyfie. But... Cal! Oh, what light? Swish. Before I can finish, Saren tightens his grip and pulls me several steps aside. He presses my body close to his and I turn my head. Where we were standing, 2 mind-controlled guards had thrusted their swords at. They concealed their presence with darkness magic, and I didn't notice in time. If it wasn't for Saren, I would have had... Skewered. I cannot suppress us. Wait, I would have died if Saren's light magic wasn't good enough? Ugh. I cannot suppress a shudder. Harris laughs hollowly. Good for you to have His Royal Highness by your side, Master Rosencrantz. He looks at me, face blank but eyes full of fury. One more word and I will have you know how it feels not to have your most important one next to you on... I knew it. Yeah, I knew there was more to them. Biting my lower lip, I realize I cannot drag this on longer. Damn it, Neri, where in the hells are you? I turn to look at the king. The king's breathing becomes shallow and rapid. He sways slightly and looks faint, as though on the verge of passing out. Honestly, this looks like the end. The king is simply a man who is finally understanding his life has caught up with him at last. Where is Salado? And I am merely one part of that life, but in the wrong place at the wrong time. I will laugh so hard if we get the wrong ending, like the bad end today. I'm just gonna be like, oh, after all this effort and time, we end up here. What will your answer be, Your Majesty? The king presses a hand on his temple. His hair is lank with sweat and a sickly pallor discolors his face. He draws a shuddering breath but makes no reply. Don't be a coward. You are dead tonight wherever you decide. Choose to die with honor or give your followers back their lives. Father, no! Harris. Shut up, all of you! The king closes his eyes. His lips are trembling, like a man trying not to cry. Please. What? A moment. Give me a moment to prepare. Everyone's eyes are on him in disbelief. Gone is every trace of his former haughty demeanor, and in its place, a frightened, broken man, cowering in the shadow of death. Disappointment flits across Harris's face, to be replaced by withering disdain. Hurry up! Cut your throat on the knife! What are you waiting for? The cavalry. Okay, that's kind of funny. The king spoke so softly, I found myself wondering if I actually heard those words. What? It's over, Harris. The floor is suddenly shining. We pulled something, and it's a 5-star. Just kidding. The radiant line's familiar sigils spread like spiderweb under our feet. What the? Kill them! Kill yourselves! But the guards, far from moving to obey, are milling about uncertainly. Hagen lowers the dagger he held to the king's neck, blinkingly and looking about dazedly. Your Majesty? What am I? Forgive me! I forgive you. I know not what you did, as opposed to Harris here. What's going on? Obey me! Obey me! Obey me! But no one does. The dragon's breath negates all magic within its circumference, even that of a deviant. Council's other snake! Hi, Neri, thank you. Thank fucking God. I sigh with relief. This is undoubtedly Neri's work. Yeah, he did it. He did this too before when we first like when he was first introduced to the story, I believe. Where is he? Not to mention, how did he become strong enough to cast the dragon's breath over the whole of the throne room? No, never mind the throne room. The glowing circle is covering the entire palace, if not beyond, eliminating Harris' hold over anyone who happens to be within. I congratulate you, Harris. You came closer to killing me more than anyone else had. No, no! Guards, arrest this traitor. Harris turns aside to flee. Would we have more? I have a question. Would we have more insight into Harris's would we get more foreshadowing if we did Aurelius's route, since like Harris is Aurelius's servant? But before I can take 3 steps, I spring into action. My hand slides into the pocket and I pull out my hidden paralyzer dart. With a steady grip, I take an aim and shoot. Ah! As the dart hits its target, blue electrical currents roll out. Harris wobbles on his feet, unable to take another step. With this, he won't be able to use his magic even after Neri's spell fades. I sigh with relief, the tension finally leaving my body. A paralyzer. Good thinking, as expected. A dozen of soldiers of the garrison, armed to the teeth, burst into the room and take Harris down. Neri follows behind. One, but steady. My dear Nerifil, good of you to join us. Thank you for your help, Your Majesty. What are you saying? You rescued all of us. I could have not done it without Your Majesty letting magic to support me. So that was the king had looked so faint. He had been crippled by fear. Neri has been draining the magic from him to supercharge the dragon's breath. Okay. And it was Your Majesty's instruction that I secretly fell behind and hid myself away when the party entered the palace. I would have never taken precautions against the treachery in the heart of Eskia, as you did. Come, you're being much too modest. The king's words are gracious, but his expression is wholly smug. Oh, now, my friends, I can see where Aurelius got his smugness from. As Neri's magic fades, the king turns to Harris, who is being brought towards us by a troop of garrison guards. How long have you been plotting against us, traitor? These soldiers, these guards, the assassins and the mercenaries under your sway, they couldn't have been accomplished in a matter of days. No, they took me decades. Since the day you entered the service of my son. Before. Such patience, such cunning, and such determination. Harris, it's a shame you have made me your sworn enemy. I could have made good use of one such as yourself. I would have never served a tyrant like you. As you like. Nothing will save you, anyhow. The king nods at the garrison captain, who snaps to attention. To the dungeon with him. So I'm a bit confused. Was Raphael under the spell, or were they in total cahoots with it? That's why he's very pissed when the dad just like shanked him and like poof. Yes, Your Majesty. Wait a moment, Captain. The garrison captain, who is about to carry out the king's orders, hesitates. His position in the garrison from the council makes him my colleague, not the king's servant. His mandate technically is in cooperation with the authorities of Eskia, not obedience to them. For form's sake, if nothing else, the captain is obliged to first hear what I have to say. Your Majesty, Harris is apprehended by the members of the garrison who serve the council, not you. I cannot imagine what the council's attitude towards this criminal differs from mine. It might depend on what your attitude, Your Majesty, holds towards Harris. He will be put on trial and hanged for his crimes. I sneak a glance at Harris. Might as well not have heard the king's pronouncement. With Raphael dead and his plot in ruins, his life no doubt seems worthless to him. Yet, the attitude of the council towards Harris differs from yours, Your Majesty. Is that the case? The king regards me with newfound wariness. Not done yet. Fuck. The garrison captain gapes. Even Neri is looking at me uncertainly. The council isn't interested in interviewing Harris. Then where does this extraordinary interest stems? He's the only witness from the Laibach tragedy still alive, Your Majesty. The tragedy where the entire Rosencreutz estate was razed, and over a dozen Rosencreutz have gone missing. We Rosencreutz would welcome closure to such a painful chapter of our clan's history. He is not the only living witness, I think. Not the only one we officially know about. I see your point. The king stroked his chin thoughtfully. He lowers his voice beneath a whisper, so none but I may hear. Oh? Bruh? Excuse me? And what if I give the order to slaughter this only living witness of yours on the spot? Then, Your Majesty, I shall be compelled to draw the council's attention to another possible survivor from the Laibach. Answer, just as quietly. A survivor who fully consciously killed defenseless women and children on a terrible night he broke free of his kidnapper. A survivor who, breaching the council's strictest regulations, directly participated in the politics of a nation for personal gain. The king Where is this confidence of MC coming from? I'm not in control of this. I would have just let him be on Harris, I mean. Bruh. Such justice, MC, okay? The king considers me under hooded eyelids. One day we may regret not killing him here and now. And so I nearly had a cause, just now, to regret not having him killed 30 years ago. Your Majesty, in the presence of the High Council, no one may cite they may be dangerous later as a reason to kill someone. That is why your meddling council is so unpopular everywhere. You disregard the practical necessities of politics. May I remind you, Your Majesty, that my meddling council saved Your Majesty's life tonight. The king barks out a mirthless laugh. Very good. Your persuasiveness has won me over. Cal, I discharge this criminal to the custody of the High Council. Keep him at your peril. Thank you, Your Majesty. Not bothering to wait for me to finish, the king is already sweeping out the throne with his retinue. Neri pauses as he walks past me. Cal, you sure you know what you're doing? No, Neri, I don't. Mood! Big mood. Neri eyes me for another moment before sighing, and he hurries after the king. Guards, who've been freed from the mind-controlling magic, swiftly releases the hostages. I see the garrison barracking. Yeah, this has been going on for a while. I don't know if anyone has noticed, but I've been trying my best to keep it down whenever I'm in public spaces. But I don't know when this started, but when there's a RAR segment of a word that I need to pronounce, there's a 60 to 70% chance that I will read it as an R with a Scottish accent. It's not a Scottish accent, it's just the way I describe it. So for example, barking, it'll go like that. So it's it started becoming frequent when I was playing Tears of Themis, and I was saying Marius's name. If I speak too fast, it becomes Marius. I'm a pirate. So it's so random, but I don't know where this came from, and I don't know how to fix it. That's my problem. Harris, who is being shackled and chained by the garrison captain, tilts his head at me. Why? Why did you defy the king to save my life? Not for you. If you think you can talk me into being a minion of the High Council, Harris, were you controlling Raphael when you fought us? Of course not. He looks appalled by the thought. Okay, I was right. That's what I thought. He would enslave the mind of Raphael. Then, why did he attack us? Harris, I believe he wanted to take the burden of your feud for you. You must have hoped that if you did so, you would lessen the feelings of vengeance that was consuming your life. Raphael appeared in front of me as the deviant to free you of any suspicion. Torn between his loyalty to his friends and his feelings for you, Raphael chose the latter. We have the we have the main gaze happy, but we also have the sad gaze side. We cannot be rid of the beef leaf ever since. Sag. I suppose that makes him a traitor too, but Harris does not reply. Honor his sacrifice, Harris. Enough, let's go. Garrison captain shoves forward Harris roughly. He stumbles, nearly falling down because of the shackles around his ankles. Before he is dragged away by the garrison, his eyes catch mine for an instant. His head dips briefly, almost imperceptibly, in a nod. Sighing in relief, I turn around. Saren is still next to me. He steps up and gently takes my hand. So I'm assuming the people who tried to assassinate Saren as well is affiliated with him? Or is it a different party? Blah, blah, blah. His face a picture of calm. Then pulls me into embrace. You were reckless for provoking him, Cal. A hand lightly caresses my hair. All the same, his hold on to me is firm. Puffing a burst of laughter, I ignore the shocked gaze of the surrounding guards. Yeah, fuck off. We're having a moment. Bugger off. Snaking my arms around his neck, I look up and press a kiss on his cheek. Finally! I knew you would be at my side, protecting me even if I needed. Okay, so maybe it's because I'm so used to like explicit love language in like otome games that I think I forgot that things like this exist. It's like showing affection without outwardly saying that they're interested in each other, but like purely by action and gesture. I forgot that's a real life thing that can happen. It's just that I'm so used to like media constantly having to tell us explicitly what is going on, and it's just my brain is just being overwhelmed and like very happy for with what's going on. I knew you'd be at my side, protecting me if I needed it. Smiling, he closes his eyes and presses his forehead against mine. Feeling unrivaled joy, I allow us to be I allow us a moment of peace. Finally, this adventure is over. Or is it? I have no fucking clue. Stretching my arms above my head, I wince at the soreness from being bent over for too long. Sighing in relief, I sweep a gaze around my room, checking for any belongings that I may have accidentally missed and forgotten to pack away. What now? What? We're leaving. And as I do so, I'm hit by an unexpected sense of wistfulness. I'm finally leaving. After staying in the palace, occupying this room for over a year, I've finally finished my duties here. I'll be setting off for other responsibilities after Saren's coronation ceremony tomorrow. Oh, so he's still getting crowned as king, even though the king is actually alive. Okay. I should be excited about what other adventures await me beyond the walls of this palace, but Saren's face comes to mind. The thought is quickly accompanied by the memory of our intertwined hands, his warmth against my back, and the firm embrace of his skin against my lips. The heat rises to my cheeks before I brush it away. I sigh, glancing at the sky beyond my windows. I wonder how improper it would be to pay Saren a visit at the time of the night. Likely very improper. Oh, huh. Yet I can't shake the temptation to show up at his door of his bedchamber with a knock and a smile. We've barely gotten the time to talk in the past 2 weeks, given how busy he has been with the preparations for the coronation. While I understand the importance of these affairs, I would hate to leave without bidding him farewell. I don't even know when I'll be back, or if I'll be back. Right as I decide to throw caution to the wind, a knock sounds in my room. A knock from the window? I blink in confusion. Then I Then I turn my. That's another one. Along with the R, a lot of my T and THs gets merged up together. So like, I frequently say the hard T when there's like it's supposed to be pronounced as a th with an H. But when there's no th, I pronounce it as that. Like earlier, like I keep saying time, but then thyme, which is like two different things. What the fuck is going on? Then I turn my head towards the window. See Spider-Man. Saren! Why is the crown prince visiting my room by coming through my window instead of the door? Because duh, people will see him. Struck by both speech, get yourself a man that will climb windows for you. Oh my god. Struck by both speechlessness and an indescribable joy at seeing him, I leaped to my feet and opened the window. I think I would be fucking scared out of my wits though. Because, like, my actual room is at the second floor. And, you know, I couldn't quite make out the look on his face in the darkness before. I really like it when he blushes. He looks very tuned and autumn. It activates something in me. But once he climbs through, Saren's sheepish expression becomes clear as day. He coughs softly, dipping into a gentlemanly bow. And my amusement grows at the stark contrast between his actions in the past minute. Yeah, that's kind of funny. Hello, Cal. Your Highness? Is there perchance an issue with my bedroom door that I was not aware of? Or have you developed an aversion to it for some unknown reason? I like MC so much. As Saren lets out a chuckle, the corners of his eyes crinkling with laughter. No, I am pleased to inform you that it is nothing of the sort. I told my father that I would like to see you tonight, but he advised me to be discreet about it. Oh, if you mean discreet going by my window, what if someone outside saw you? It's just like the patrolling guard seeing the crown prince about to be coronated as their king, just like Spider-Manning his way into the fucking royal tutor's room, and they just choose like, I pretend not to see. I pretend not to see. I'm so speechless with this current stream. There's just so much things going on. Oh my god. I think I might like compile it on a video with the highlight as like a highlight reel. This is so funny, man. I can't. This was the best solution I could come with. You wait, what? He tilts his head at me with an endearing look of bewilderment. Or why am I reading it in Saren's voice? At the sight, my surprise is replaced by playfulness and a mischievous urge to tease him. Yeah, you know, he activates that part of me. You do realize it sounded when you told the king that you'd like to visit me at time of the night, yes? Your father likely completely misunderstood the reason you wish to see me. His brows knit together slightly, his confusion apparent. Let's just put it this way. I'm sure His Majesty would be very surprised to see you returning to your room tonight. More so than he would have been if you had been seen walking up to my door blatantly. He's so dense! I fucking love him! I'm just gonna smooch you right here and now. Right now. Literally. Oh my fucking god. Oh god, you're so... I'm fine. He's blushing so much. Oh. I can tell the moment the realization dawns on Saren, because his cheeks immediately adopts a fiery shade of red. It takes everything in me to keep a straight face and continue in a serious tone. I wasn't aware that our relationship had reached that stage already. Saren, I'm quite surprised. Stop teasing him! I'm so funny! To my satisfaction, Saren begins stuttering. Oh my god! Tripping over his words. Is this what they call tsundere? It's like, I know I'm not that attracted to tsunderes, but I don't know, seeing him being flustered is just making me feel things. Oh my god. Tripping over his own words in haste to explain himself. That was not my... I would never dream of... Oh, so you wouldn't be interested in staying tonight? Stop it, MC! You forgot! I must admit, my ego is slightly bruised by that admission. No, I mean, yes, of course that would be desirable, but... He cuts its own rambling off with a loud exhale, pressing a hand to his forehead. What am I even saying? Being able to fluster the fucking crown prince, soon to be crown king, is making me feel things, okay? No longer able to hold it in, I throw my head back in laughter, enjoying the look on his face. Finally realizing that I've been teasing him all along, He sighs again, but the upturn of his mouth lets me know that he's far from being annoyed. Oh, he likes it. He likes it, Chad. He likes it. When I've had my fill of amusement at his expense, I take a step closer towards Saren, looking him directly in the eye, which he only has one of. A soft smile plays on my lips. I would love it if you would stay the night with me. The redness that has just begun to fade from his cheeks makes a return. At the same time, something almost predatory glints in. It's not me. I'm not the one meowing. That's my cat. Holy fuck. Oh my god. I thought this wasn't. I thought this couldn't get any better. He to the double side. My brain is short circuiting right now. Oh, good. Wait. I need to do a sign of a cross. I'm still a Catholic and legally, but like I know I'll burn the moment I step into a church. That was a joke. He replies in the softest, gentlest voice I've heard, and warmth in my chest spreads through my body. If you are comfortable with it, I would love nothing more than stay. We continued smiling at each other like fools for a minute, before I finally remembered to invite him to take a seat. We were standing all this time, okay. He surprises me by moving towards my bed instead, settling down on the top of the covers with his leg crossed. With a chuckle, I follow and make myself comfortable next to him. I do apologize for visiting so late. Don't worry, I've already finished packing. In fact, I'm really happy that you are here. Truth be told, I was just about to go look for you, so he spared me the effort. Saren seems to take delight in my admission. You were? Yes. I've been spending time with you these 2 weeks, and since I'm departing tomorrow... He goes quiet for a moment, and when he speaks again, his voice has a hint of anxiety. My apologies. I wish I had more time to talk to you, but with the upcoming coronation, there is no need to apologize. I understand, Saren. Duty comes first. There's a hint in the there's a hint of melancholy in there's a hint of melancholy in Saren's eyes when he nods. Yes, I know it does. For you as well. Hence, I cannot ask you to remain in palace with me as much as I want to. And you know I wish to stay, but I can't. I'm bound by my duty to the High Council, and I must answer for it. A heavy silence falls over Saren and I, both of us consumed with thoughts. Eventually, Saren shakes his head and slides his hand across the bread? I need to stop misreading things. First seraph, no bread. Eventually, Saren shakes his head and slides his hand across the bed to take hold of mine. If I were to be honest, I had always wanted to travel the world. Just like you, visiting new places. Yeah, he did mention it before. Remember in the library we were like chatting about where our hometown, which is an island? Meeting new people, perhaps be free from responsibilities and worries. Yet I cannot. Saren briefly closes his eyes. When he opens it again, his gaze shimmers with determination. The incident with Quill had once again reminded me that Eskia needs a ruler to suppress the beasts plaguing the land, and perhaps the more dangerous ones plaguing the court. Also, fucking minute, where's Nasir? He's still somewhere. I want to see the world, but even more so, I wish to protect the citizens, old and young, and the future of Eskia. I nod. I believe you will succeed, and wherever I am, my heart shall be with you. When you return, I hope to show you a stronger Eskia. I look forward to it. We're leaving him. The conversation takes a lighter turn after that, shifting to topics about the future, our hopes, plans, and dreams. At some point, we've somehow found ourselves having shifted under the blankets together, lying side by side in the small bed, Close enough that their breaths tickle. There you go again with the H. It's a tickle. Oh my god. Their breaths tickle each other's faces. Our voice lower into whispers, fueled by the new intimacy of our position in the darkness of the room. Kids, close your eyes. I'm unsure where exactly my train of thought slows to a crawl, and a haze of sleep creeps upon me. Okay. All I know is I'm overwhelmed by this sense of comfort and safety, surrounded by the warm embrace of his arms, voice, and smell. The last thing I remember is his fingers tangled in my hair, stroking with a gentle rhythm that lulls me to a calm, peaceful sleep. Russell. I wake to the weight shifting in the mattress. The corner of my vision is still blurry. We fell asleep without extinguishing the candles. Outside the window, the sky is taking on the first lighter hues of dawn, yet the sun still rests well below the horizon. Siren sits up right next to me, his warmth still lingering in the sheets underneath. My apologies. Did I wake you? He shifts closer, caressing my cheek with the palm of his cheek, caressing my cheek with the palm of his hand. No. Sleepily, I nuzzle up against his palm. My action seems to startle Saren as he pauses to the touch. Are you going back? Yes. The sun will rise soon, and I have yet to get ready for the coronation ceremony. Saren's voice is slightly hoarse and just above a whisper. I actually like that they went that route instead of where my brain was going. Yeah. No, really. I'm not being sarcastic. I appreciate that. Like, we need more of those. I snake my arms. It's for my asexuals. Let's go. I snake my arms around his neck, pulling him so close he's half lying down on me. Can you not stay for a bit longer? I ask him in a droopy murmur. Even above the fabric of Saren's shirt, I feel a slight tremble running through him. His skin turns scorching hot. That. He hesitates and inhales deeply as if out of breath. Fully awake, I look at him now aware of the warning glint in his eyes. Something in my chest tightens. We can do this! Where's my fucking cursor? Okay, God. The cursor disappeared because I just kept pressing space. Guys, is any of you still there? Actually, you know what? Fuck you. Oh my god! Wait! Okay, kids, leave. I'm gonna have to lower my voice. I'm sorry. Feeling mischievous, I reach out to open the first button of Saren's shirt. Saren's eyes widen. His fingers close around my wrist to stop me from accomplishing my goal, but they stay firm for just one moment. No? I ask, eyes twinkling with intention. A tremor runs to Saren as he loosens his grip, allowing me to advance if I want to. And after a moment of silence, I do. Ask for his consent, man. Bruh. Okay. Sorry if that clap is loud, sorry. Reaching out, my fingers touch the topmost button. I open it, earning myself a shiver. I trace along the placket, finding another button. I open it as well, and then another. I've never read things like this out loud, holy shit. With every button that pops open, Saren's eyes turn darker and his fingers curl into the pillow, where his hands rest on either side of my head. I look at him for one moment, then reaching out with my other hand, I remove his eye patch and gently caress along the line of his scar beneath. Cal. Never before have I heard Saren call my name like this. Thick and husky. At this times, I regret not having a live 2D model. You should have seen my eyes roll to the back of my head. I like a man with duality. B, capital B, bless. Woohoo! The sound ignites a low burning flame that runs through me and rests in the pit of my stomach. Saren's brows are drawn together in concentration, and I daringly trace my palm against the expanse of skin exposed. Are we gonna get any CG? I don't have anything to cover this with. Oh my god, I'm just gonna have to debunk it if it's like, hmm, hmm. I feel like there's a CG coming, so I'm just like putting this here and like letting everyone know. Wait, no, not here. Chatting. There you go. Hi. It feels like a dam was broken where Saren lets go of the last of his restraint. Okay, no, it's just a kiss. Okay, let's go, baby. Oh, finally! I was waiting for that because I was just so used to having like being rewarded with this at like in the middle of the story in an automate game. I genuinely thought they were not gonna do this anymore. Yes. Then he closes the gap between us and presses his lips into mine. The action feels urgent, almost rough, contrasting starkly to his usual demeanor. Oh my god. I respond with no less enthusiasm. My hands roam and finally rest on his chest. Heat radiates from his skin, causing me to feel feverish. When almost out of air, I allow myself a breathy intake as he nibbles on my lips. His scent, usually so calming, does nothing to relax me at the moment. Instead, it spurs me on. At the moment Saren starts tracing lines on my waist, I know the question is answered. Guess he will stay for a while longer. Bless with a capital B! B emoji, bless! I'm dying! Consider it my parting gift, you know? It's his coronation and I don't have a gift and I'm leaving, you know? Parting gift! Wait, what? There was a text. I'm sorry. Master Rosenkreutz, time to wake up. Okay. Sala is standing in front of my bed, laying my clothes neatly above the blanket. She smiles when she sees I am awake. Rubbing my eyes, not bothering to suppress a yawn, I glance at the empty space next to me. Saren's warmth is long gone, but his scent still lingers. Why am I the one only seeing this? Sala looks like she's having a smug look on her face right now. She's just like, I know what happened here, and I'm just like sweating. He must have sneaked out sometime after I fell asleep again. I'm properly dressed in my pajamas, and my body's cleaned without a trace behind. Imagine, oh god, duality. Imagining Saren's expression as he took care of me, I cannot help but chuckle. You're going to be late if you don't hurry. Thank you, Sala. It will be just a minute. Leaping out of bed, we still don't know much about Sala though, except that he's made by, you know. I put on my attire. Sala stands next to me, gently helping me wherever needed. Sala, why did you wake me up earlier? I meant to, Master Rosenkreutz, but a sparrow told me you were tired and should be resting for a bit longer. Yeah, she fucking knows. Look at her face. Look at her smug face. I blush at the realization. Sala must have caught Saren when he sneaked back out. Your Highness, you still have much to learn in the arts of stealth. I give an awkward cough, and Sala decides to professionally ignore the matter with a chuckle. Are you ready? Maybe. I smooth the front of my dress and spin around to face her. How do I look, Sala? Like a royal alchemist. There it is. Cue the title screen. There it is. I laugh, throwing my arms around her for sheer delight. Sala, I'm so happy. So am I, Master Rosenkreutz. Thanks for everything, Sala. But we should be the ones thanking you, Master Rosenkreutz. Come, everyone is waiting. She disentangles herself. I walk with her to the door of my bedroom, puzzled by the amusement dancing in her eyes. They all want to have a little talk with you before you leave. She pushes open the door. Awake at last, sleepyhead. Good morning to you too, Neri. Neri, deadpan as ever, leans against a balustrade, arms folded. Next to him stands the king, tapping impatiently with his foot. I was gonna read that as food, and I was like, eh? I'm looking irritable. We'll end up missing Saren's coronation ceremony if you keep dawdling. Good morning, Your Majesty. The ghost of a smile flits across his face. No more of that, please. I won't be my majesty any longer after this. A tousled head peeks from behind Neri's trousers. Quill! No, wrong. Fuck. Bringer! Oh shit. Bringer, with his usual shyness, regards the man standing before him. Are you really going to stop being the king? Yes, child. I am abdicating. Abdicating. It means I am handing the throne to my successor. You don't want it anymore? A land can only have a single king, child, and I'd like my son to have his turn. Besides, I owe a royal alchemist's father a visit. I am inclined to pay sooner rather than later. Why don't you want to be king instead of Saren? Because the prospect of a Rosenkreuz lineage in the throne of Eskia is, for many good reasons, unlikely to be popular either with our neighbors or the High Council. I intend my line to hold Eskia, but our hold will never be secure unless we have the council's open support. Yeah, I bet. Bringer blinks with big eyes at the king, no doubt not understanding not a word of his speech. Your Majesty, members of the High Council keep themselves above national and international politics. My dear Neri, I have had dealings with members of the High Council while I was king of Eskia, and I know a few who keep to that rule. Before we could think of a reply, the bells in the palace began to chime. Bringer, who was looking helplessly mystified by our discussion, clapped his hand with a shout. It's starting! It's starting! What are we waiting for? Let's go! Looking for once as excited as Bringer, the king hurries our small group towards the throne room where Saren's coronation is about to take place. Attired in robes of the state, Saren marches slowly and magnificently up the throne room in time to the rings of the great bells. Immediately behind him are Aurelius and Lord Regent, followed by a column of attendants. I'm sad that Nazir is not here. I'm sad that I didn't spend more time with him. I'm just sad, period. Their uniforms burnished until they gleam like silver in light. On Saren's left parade a column of haughty knights, drawn exclusively from the high aristocracy of Eskia. They signal the continued dominance of the noble influence. The ceremony is much as an occasion to rejoice for nobility, as it is for Eskia's new king. It's hard to imagine, like someone could have died in this very fucking room right now. On Saren's right parade, a column of noble knights and richly garbed patriarchs, all from the kingdom's greatest merchant clans. That the captain of commerce now walked behind the monarch is a clear symbol of the merchant's ascendancy. Oh, what a grand spectacle! At the king's insistence, we squeezed ourselves in the first corner of the room, unnoticed and ignored by servants chattering in their own little groups. I am secretly every bit as awed by the ceremony as a starry-eyed Bringer, yet I am determined not to show it. Anyone would have thought you'd never seen a coronation before. Being in one is not the same as seeing one. Besides, I was crowned in a barn. You were what? Oh yes, it was on the eve of an important battle. Garen talked me into it. He said it would boost the morale of our men and the legitimacy of our cause, which, at that point, hadn't gone beyond adventurism and loot. Did it? It did. Imagine that. Garen and I treated it as a bit of a joke. But before the month was up, the bunch of rascals and scoundrel-like bandits started referring to themselves as the Royal Army. One thing led to another, and well, here I am. Life is a curious thing. Procession halts in front of the die. The attendants bend on one knee, and Saren and Aurelius continue walking up the die. The throne room falls silent. Everyone is waiting for this moment. Saren takes the crown from its resting place beside the throne and places it on his head. And he does so. Aurelius and the Lord Regent kneel. At the signal, all spectators in the throne room drop to their knees and shout in unison. Long live the king. Long live the king. Yeah. Former king characteristically makes no move to kneel, leaning on the wall with a sardonic expression on his face. Good luck, Saren. I hear him murmuring softly, in ensuing silence. Time to leave, Cal. We overstay our welcome. He turns to leave, yet I stay for another moment. I look at Saren, magnificently dressed, a statesmanship as quiet as the first day I met him. just my imagination, but I feel his gaze on me as well. I'll be back soon, Sarah. The smile tugs at my lips, and the melancholy enters my eyes as I too turn around. With that, we leave the palace, cantering down the highway leading out of Fostrax to the great wide world. I was hoping. No, wait. I don't like where this is going. I don't like endings like this. No, no. Okay. I'll read it. Fine. Across the lands, people have characterized Seren as a softer ruler than his father, though they unanimously agree he is an energetic and capable administrator. I think this is, however, a misjudgment of Seren's kingship. King Seren is just as strong as his father, but his strength springs from different source, diplomacy and influence instead of force and raw power. Plotting nobles found themselves isolated. Their conspiracies were riven apart from within. Foreign powers that coveted Eskian territory turned into targets of their neighbors' avarice. Good God, I need to work on my stuttering. Soon after his Seren's coronation, the Treaty of Alliance between Eskia and Marin was signed. Thank God! I have no doubt it will play a pivotal role in the histories of both nations in the centuries to come. Okay, thank fucking God! I thought he just, went off and, never came back. Nazir, on the other hand, eventually returned to Eskia. I remember the feeling of relief when I read so in my correspondence with Seren. Nobody knows where he had gone, but as predicted, he came back stronger than before, even responsible. Now I'm curious what the heck happened to his route. Don't worry, I'll play it, and I'll play Aurelius's route. Of course, he was originally the first one I was going to do, but Seren just was shining as fuck, and I was just okay, I'll do you first. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna stream it because the whole thing is very long. I didn't know this was long. I paid for it thinking it was just as short as any other paid anime or visual games that I've played. But holy fuck, this is long. Not complaining. I actually like that. But expectations, man. Taking over duties he had left behind, Nazir aids his brothers greatly in his rulership. Aurelius embarked on a brilliant career as an officer in the newly formed Royal Eskian Army. I hear he serves his nation with courage and distinction. Not that I expected any less. Despite constant efforts by the rebellious vassals hoping to provoke civil strife, I hear Aurelius enjoys an excellent relationship with King Seren. Yeah, all of them are in good terms with each other. I honestly did not believe the way the game. I guess the NPCs leaned towards leading the player onto the coup arc that never happened, but who knows, maybe in other routes that happen, or if you chose differently. I don't know. He should be the most trusted advisor to his elder brother. After the coronation ceremony, the Lord Regent was retained by King Seren on the royal cabinet, where he continued to counsel restraint, caution, and patience. I'm sure he's more relaxed and happier with the burden of government lifted from his shoulder. Marshal Garion, on his side, embarked on an ambitious recruitment drive after Seren's coronation, quickly bringing the decimated royal guards in Fostrax up to strength. In Eskia, I hear Serdwin turned social events into something of an art form, which she is an undisputed master. Her skill as a hostess for gathering of all kinds, for formal banquets to casual tea parties, made her reputation stretch beyond Eskia's borders. I'm happy for her. You go, girl boss! I did not like you that much, but slay! Her dinner parties are famous all over the world, and invitations to them are highly sought after by all. It reminded me once in a correspondence there would always be a chair saved for me whenever I wished to come. Intrepid, shrewd, and utterly ruthless where commerce isn't concerned, Viola expanded the Merchants Guild activities across Eskia and beyond. Rare spices, luxurious fabrics, and glittering gemstones crossed the trade routes to Eskia by caravan, cargo ship, and camelback. I am sure a period of prosperity for Eskian merchants is to come. Under Isa's stewardship, the White Heart grew from a national to an international hit. I am so happy. I fucking love this bit. The restaurant folks were just so nice, and it's so comfortable. I'm so happy. Foreign tourists would stream into Fostrax just for a chance to sip the Baron of the White Heart and savor the tankard of the rich, dark, bitter ale. In a letter, Isa mentioned that the tavern expanded bigger and grander than ever, Harris was brought Harris was brought a prisoner to the High Council. Even after several interrogations regarding his deviant powers and the Laibach Incident, he remains silent until today. I wonder, this is one other, could have we prevented Raphael's death with whatever like choices we made? I have a feeling that the request with like giving him those tarts might have done something because that's the only thing that was like suspiciously target towards him. So I'm like, I don't know. Uh, or maybe he could have talked here if Raphael was alive, or maybe both of them were, like prisoned. I don't know. I believe the council has given up on his cooperation for now, letting him live peacefully for a while before resuming their work. After his success in rescuing children from the slaver, aiding Eskia in capturing a dangerous deviant, Neri achieved many more successes, good for him, in missions that took him far and wide over lands. I still see him from time to time, even though our missions rarely intersect. Deadpan as ever, he still sort of represents a father figure to Beringer, and helped him put away the painful memories of his lost home and friends. As for Beringer, with the guidance of father, he landed himself a spot in the High Council. Ooh, Pog! Good job, Beringer. Good job, boy. Right now, he works as an assistant at the Herbal, responsible for gathering alchemical sources. That's a small position, but, well, the brat is still young. He has a long way to go. As for Saren and I, we often exchange letters. Whenever I am assigned to a field mission, I would pick up my quill and write to him. Every once then, my travels take me to Eskia. I would visit Saren and show him all the strange things I have come across. I would prepare dishes of far origins to show him the taste. 3 years after my departure from Eskia, in an icebound rim of the utmost north, rumors of a fleet of dragon-powered ships disturbs the Council of Kings. Eskia joined the Council's forces to stop this Val invasion. Yes, finally, fucking hell. In response, the High Council established a local office in these lands and promoted me to be the executive in charge of it. Oh? Oh, we're not over just yet. Hmm. Ah, water. I awakened to the first sliver of sunlight cracking through the clouds. Opening my eyes and gazing at the beginning of dawn outside the window, I hide a yawn and turn my head to the other side. Despite knowing that what I'll find, my heart swells at the sight I'm greeted with. Is it Saren? Ah! Saren's head is resting on the pillow next to mine, barely a few inches away. His face is peaceful and content, handsome as always, even in sleep. The rise and fall of his chest from his quiet breathing causes the blanket to slip, revealing his well-defined collarbone and his bare chest. My cheeks cheat up, bruh. My cheeks heat up, but it doesn't deter me from continuing to admire the view. I would stay in this position forever if I could. The nagging thought in the back of my head about the talks and meetings that await us today finally becomes too much to bear. With a sigh, I try to untangle my arms. Ah, the music. I try to untangle my arms and legs from Saren's embrace so I can slip out. Despite my attempts to be careful, my movements wake Saren. He stirs, his arms around me tighten, and I hear his husky voice, thick with sleep, from behind me. Hmm? No, just a little longer. I tug my arm, fighting against his grip, but Saren's adamant this morning. He leans his weight slightly on top of me, just enough to avoid crushing me while making sure there's nowhere I can go. Giving up with a laugh, I fall back into his arms and poke his chest playfully. We need to get ready soon, Saren. That is, unless you'd like to greet my father naked. Ah, snappy as ever, MC. Let's go. Saren burrows his nose deeper through my hair. I wonder what would have happened if we didn't pick the further option. Would it be the same? Was it just for the people who prefer not to go that route? Or does it actually have an effect? Gee, I wonder. I'll have to look into that on my free time. Saren burrows his nose deeper into my hair. Hmm. I laugh again. I must say, I admire the boldness in your plans. But I'm afraid I must do this. It is 1 a.m. I'm sorry, my brain is just fried. But I'm afraid I must disagree as to whether that would be the best way to break the news of our relationship to him. Saren groans, but he obliges and reluctantly releases me. Finally freed, I slide off the bed, standing up with a stretch. Noticing that he has no intention to follow suit, I place my hand on his arm and give him a slight push. Get up, Saren. You don't want to be late for the meeting today. Saren rolls away from me and buries his face in a pillow. It seems hard to reconcile Saren with his unexpectedly childish act, yet it strikes me as strangely endearing. And his reluctance for our time together to end is nothing but heartwarming. Court members can handle it. We've discussed enough about the raiding and slavery problems involved for them to know what to do. Yes, but still, you're a king, remember? And I'm one of the High Council's representatives. We both need to be present for the talks. Saren doesn't reply, but I see him sinking his face deeper to the pillow. Laughing again, I lean down to press a kiss at the back of his head. Don't be so put out. Aren't you always quick to sneak away in the mornings? At least this time I'm leaving with you. Ooh! Okay, I wasn't expecting that. Pog. He pushes himself into a sitting position on the bed, the blanket sliding dangerously low on his body. I look away lest the sight lighting another fire within me. Empty horny. Sure, okay. But the uncharacteristic grumble in his voice makes my gaze fly back to him. Pog! Yes, but I never enjoyed it. Why would I be eager to leave you? I can only hope that it will end today, after we make our relationship known. Yeah, I would be very sad if it ended up in secret. I actually don't like that. Cause like I've played I'm not naming the game for now, but I've played a route with that thing happen where like the happy ending is hiding the relationship forever, and I'm just like, that's not very happy at all, bro. Okay, I'm getting distracted. I don't respond, pretending to be preoccupied with dressing myself, but I can only agree with the fervor in my head. I've never made a complaint to Saren about how he has to discreetly leave my room in the mornings whenever I visit. But I have to admit, it hasn't gotten easier watching him walk out of my bedroom all those mornings. Perhaps it will change today, and I will finally be able to stay by Saren's side from now on. I'm certainly looking forward to it with all my heart. Pog! We got ending one! No! We got it chronologically as well. I mean, for now, I'm so used to getting like ending 4, ending 3, ending 9. I know this has never happened to me. Getting the first ending. It's so cool. Identities, artist, coder. Wow. The artist. Okay. Okay, the artist, the coder, the game director. It's the same person. Okay, artist assistant items. Understandable. Ooh, they split the writing per person. That's interesting. I don't know. Maybe it's me not reading the credits as much, but like I've never heard of that. Pog. I love that. Mm-hmm. Missions writer. Oh, they also have a separate writer for missions. Well, makes sense. Ooh. Y'all good. I love you guys. I'm looking forward to they have like the spin-off like Kickstarter. I have that bookmarked. Bookmarked? I have it saved because I'm interested in it. I'm so woohoo. I'd love that. I'd love to play it too because like their writing is so good, like world building wise and like pacing and the way they wrote the dialogue is just so much for me to fawn over, especially as someone who's like aspiring to finish a game. But the difference is it's all by myself, so it's very tiring. I haven't touched it in a while because like I work in bursts of energy, and then once that burst is over, I like hibernate for months before coming back to it. Look at all these people. Nice one. Thank you, backers, for like backing this game. OMG. I love it. Love it. Nifty visual. I wonder if they have any other games below their belt. I'll have to check. And yeah, you guys can like. This is available in Steam and Itch.io, I think. I think it's very worth for its price. Honestly, I'm astounded by the quality of writing. I wasn't expecting much from this since I just bought this on a whim, and then I decided to play the demo and stream. Oh wait, no. Yeah, I decided to play the demo and stream. and then I was just like, I was hooked for it by it, and then I just bought it, bro. So like, if you haven't like stuck through my old streams and it's just this one, if you're wondering if like it was good from the very beginning, it definitely is. And if you want to check out for yourself, you can try the free demo. And then I think yeah, the demo doesn't differ too much from the real game. It's more of like a cut version, a light version, if you ask. Because like I know that visual novel demos usually change in the final game, so you might be wondering that. But yeah, that was Royal Alchemist Seret's Root 1. I think there's another ending, or like there's 3 endings for them boys, but I could also be wrong. I remember checking things. Oh yeah, here. It should be here. So like not including the death endings, by the way. So it's just like, okay, so I've reached romance ending, and then what is the generic ending? I think is like gonna be like the general route if you don't like pick love interest. There's a bad ending. Holy fuck. Okay, so basically, I'm assuming to be balanced, there's gonna be 3 endings for specific love interests. So we got the romance ending, friend ending might be like if we don't fuck him. I don't know how you get the bad ending. Like, bro. All right. Okay, so the generic. So basically, 3, 6, 9 plus 1, 10 endings then, if I'm right. Okay, so I have 6, 7, 8, just 8. Oh, why? Aurelius' friendship ending, Nazir's friendship ending, Aurelius' romance ending, Nazir's romance ending. Are you fucking telling me Saren is the only one with a bad ending? How fucking dare you? What do you mean second antagonist? Oh my god. Okay, so there's a lot to explore. I'm definitely playing over this again, but what I'm not sure is if I'm going to stream it, because I definitely like doing this, like reading and shit, but yeah, not a lot of people watch these streams, and I could definitely give the time slot for like something that people would like to watch instead. So yeah. Yeah. Maybe I'll make a poll on Twitter. I'm not sure. I spent a fortune on the bed use. What the fuck? Okay. Okay, good. That's some interesting achievements. Oh god, the completionist in me won't like fucking rest. But anyways, yeah, for the last time, this has been Royal Alchemist. I am going to rest my voice because I've been murdering it for this past week. Dear fucking Christ, with the singing march, like every other day, the karaoke stream, now this. Ugh. Anyway, I'll probably move the To the Moon stream tomorrow. That's the plan. If the plan I was doing like reset my progress worked, but if not, probably somewhere next week. And then I'll have to either empty the slot tomorrow or do something else. But yeah, I will be going. It's very late over here. Not very, just later than we stream. We've been streaming for 3 hours. I'm gonna go. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for stopping by, and I'm so sorry for all the scuffs in this stream. Bye bye.